has announced all the cards until UFC White House card. So they have put all the fights on all the cards. I mean, they can always
Yeah.
add a fight on or take a fight off, but they've made it official. It's gonna be
Mhm.
fun. Have you seen the card, by the way? Have you seen the UFC 328 card?
Full card. Did they release a full card? I only saw that Hamza Chimaev and Strickland is confirmed.
Okay, so the main card is confirmed. UFC 328 main card is confirmed, right? Okay,
Yeah.
let me pull up the fights. Let me pull up the fights on the main card. So Shemaya versus Strickland. First of all, that's going to be a banger.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
The card is starting with the main card is starting with King Green versus Jeremy Stevens.
Who?
Jeremy Stevens, the hardest hitting 145 pounder. When I hit people, they don't fucking move. Never. And
that,
Connor's like, who the fuck is that guy?
oh yeah, yeah. I know Jeremy Steven. Yeah.
Jeremy Stevens is that guy. Yeah, he was doing bare knuckle as well recently against who was he going
Yeah,
against? He was
yeah,
doing
yeah.
it Eddie Alvarez, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so Jeremy Stevens is actually good, man. I think he's pretty old right now. I mean, King
Yeah, I
Green is
think
at the end of
he
his.
used to be good. You know that when he was in his prime.
He was actually his striking was pretty decent. Yeah,
Yeah, his striking was very good.
his striking was very good. So he's going to be fighting King Green. I mean, King Green won his last fight via knockout. King Green, you never know because he might do like a stupid thing during the fight. But against strikers, his strike record is pretty good. Actually, he keeps his chin high, but his defense is still fine. Like he's good as like moving his head, pulling back. I think Green might have a
Yep.
bit of an advantage because Jeremy's out for a while. He hasn't had an MMA fight, so. But I mean, I can see Jeremy winning
Hmm.
as well. It's pretty 50-55 for me right now. And
Yeah, I think same. It's like a 50-50 because they both are very good strikers.
yeah,
I don't see a clear win for one. It might even just go to decision. I don't know.
it might even go to decision. Who knows, right? It could go to decision. Okay, then
Yeah.
Jan Blachowicz is fighting Bogdan Guskov. Remember when we actually went to Manchester? This is the first fight we were watching, and they're doing a rematch. Blachowicz versus Guskov. It was a close fight. It was a draw.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't remember the other guy. I know Blahovic. I don't know the other guy.
yeah. They both were dropping each other. We watched the fight together actually in Manchester. They both dropped.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah, they both were dropping each other. I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It was a close fight. They both were
I
about to
remember.
finish each other at some point, and that's why it was a draw. So they're doing like a rematch now.
Okay.
I got
Okay,
fine
that's a
with it.
good fight.
That's a
I
good
think
fight. It should
that's
be a
gonna
lot.
sell you.
And then
Yeah.
the next one is a good one. The next one is actually pretty good. Sean Brady is fighting Joaquin Buckley. I'm gonna love this one.
Okay.
Even
Sean
the
Brady is good. How good is Buckley? From what you told me, he was on a winning streak for a while or
oh yeah, he
something.
was on like a 6 fight winning streak before he lost to Kamaru Usman. I mean, Kamaru just disposed of his wrestling, but before that, Buckley was sleeping everybody out. I mean, Kobe he defended the takedowns from Kobe, but Kobe's kind of washed right now, so it's
Yeah.
different. But he was beating everybody else, man. He's got natural, bro. His power is diabolical. I mean, he's got a lot of power, especially moving from 185. He actually is a quite big welterweight. But at
Yeah.
the same time, Buckley is he's fast as well. It's not just a power; he's fast and he's a bit unorthodox. So I think that's a dangerous fight for Brady. Brady would have to wrestle in this fight. If he can take him down, then I believe he can
Mhm.
submit him as well because Brady does have good submissions.
Yeah, I think Brady is good. I think Brady might get it done. What do you
Brady
think?
might get it done. I think I'm in favor of Brady as well because if Kamaru Usman was actually able to hold him down or take him down like a few
Yeah.
times, the only thing about Brady is that he doesn't shoot takedowns sometimes. Like look at his last fight against Morales. He did not try a single takedown.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
was
that's
going on
true.
with it. If he plays like this,
Yeah.
Buckley's gonna eat him, bro. Buckley's so explosive, and Buckley's faster than
Yeah.
Morales. Actually, he's gonna catch him even before that. I think. So Brady has to wrestle, but I think he's got much better submission than Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman does not have a submission win in the UFC. If Brady does
Yeah.
take him down, I think Brady will actually finish him. But you know the press conference is going to be lit, man. With the Buckley talks. You know, like he's always
Does he
been
actually
in.
talk trash?
Talks a lot of trash. He's always been in like altercations outside as well, physical altercations. Hamza Shemaev, you would talk shit against Hamza or somebody, Darren Till,
Oh
against
wow. Okay.
Kevin Holland. So that would be
Yeah,
fun.
I saw his how do you say interaction with Hamza Chimaev and
Darren Till,
who's the
you
other
must have
guy?
watched that
Darren
one.
Till. Yeah.
Darren Till,
Yeah.
you remember that one? Yeah, yeah. So Buckley is that type of guy. Then you have
Mm.
Volkov. Volkov is fighting Waldo Costa at the heavyweight. I think it's a fun fight.
Okay,
I mean,
I
Costa
know
is a
Volkov. I don't know the other guy.
dude. Costa knocked out. He knocked out directly recently, and it was faster than I predicted Costa to win that one. But Costa's been knocking out like a lot of guys. He's on like a 5 or 6 fight winning streak. He fights like every month or something like that now,
Uh huh.
and he's going against Volkov, so that's a good fight. I'll still pick Volkov. I think the height is going to be too much. Like Costa is fast and technical, but Volkov is just too tall, I think.
Yeah, the high is gonna get him.
And then the last one is Khamzat versus Sean Strickland. I mean, we know that.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's a good one.
Paramount has got to be on point for the mic control. Remember last time when
Yep.
Strickland was talking, they had to cut his mic off. They might have to do that again.
Bro, this time they both are gonna be talking shit. Hamza
They're
is
both
gonna
going to
call
be
him
talking shit.
American bitch.
And Hamza's energy is kind of different because Hamza's not as good of a talker as like Hamza's a good talker, but because obviously English is not his first language, right? So if Sean is
Yeah.
talking too much, Hamza might actually get up and start physical altercation with
Yeah,
those
yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Uh,
They will need a security there, to be honest. But you know
they
what I've
will.
noticed with Sean Strickland, he's a bit different in person. He does talk quite a lot online, but in person he's a bit more like controlled. But it depends on the energy. Like if his opponent is giving him the energy back, like as in like he's talking shit to him, then he will
Yeah,
carry
yeah.
on talking shit.
No, he's
I've
more of a
noticed
he's
that
more of
in
a
person he's not like you know how he talks shit about Muslim guys and everybody, but then when he
yeah.
sees like Muslim fighter in front of him, he actually like praises them like you're a good fighter and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Obviously, he wouldn't want to be weird, right? Like when you're around some
Yeah,
guys, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Like you could be saying shit about some of those guys, but when he's actually interacting with those guys, or if this guy's like part of the gym, obviously he's not going to be saying that stuff, right? So I
Yeah.
think with Hamza Shemaev, it would be very interesting. First of all, because I think Sean Strickland is one of those guys who can make the press conferences lit. But I think that's
Yeah,
also
yeah,
one of the
he can.
reasons they didn't put him on the White House card because they don't want to risk it, right? Because Sean
Yeah.
Strickland would have bring politics, especially you got a war going on in Middle East. They probably didn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they didn't put Colby on the card. Like Colby versus Bull would have been a fight that fans would have actually been okay to see. But because Colby would have tried to make it political as well, which at this time,
Yeah.
like I know at some points UFC would have loved it, but right now UFC didn't want to do it. Right now UFC is like there's a war going on in Middle East. They don't want that shit to go, right?
Yep.
So with Sean Strickland, bro, he is good at talking shit when he's at the press conferences by himself. But when and he did that against Israel Adesanya as well. But against a guy like Hamza Shemaev, Hamza
Yeah.
Shemaev is a guy who gets serious and he can get in like serious altercations. I don't know if Sean would have the balls to actually say it.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually
I think
questioning it as
I
well.
find Sean Strickland hilarious, to be honest. I think it's so funny.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's
Uh,
actually funny.
so
Yo,
some of
double
his
two, how you
takes
doing,
are
bro?
extreme. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's see, let's see.
Somebody's commenting. I can't read it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're just saying hi, man. Yo, how you doing, bro? So yeah, Sean Strickland versus Hamza Shemaev. Man, it's gonna be a good fight. The first of all, the build-ups are gonna be great. I can see a bit of altercation. Actually, remember with Khabib and Connor, like something like that.
Oh
I can
yeah,
see something
yeah,
like that happen. Are you friends or co-workers? We're friends. And
yeah,
and you know what else? During the fight could be interesting because of some because there's so many variables. Here's the thing. Sean Strickland, if you
yeah,
compare it with DDP did not have a fundamental defense. He was mostly using his physicality to actually get back up. Sean Strickland has
yeah,
the defense. And Sean Strickland has trained with Hamza Shemaev for a long period of time. Maybe for a couple of months. He has trained with Khamzat Shemaev. They had a lot of sparring sessions. So obviously he would know a little bit how to defend the takedowns. And he must have asked Khamzat Shemaev himself, like, how to defend your takedowns, right? When you're sparring with somebody, obviously if you're getting
yeah,
taken down repeatedly, you would ask them, like, what's the way to actually defend the takedowns? What would you do after that? Or like, so I think it would be a bit harder to get taken down. I do think that Hamza is still going to be able to take down. I'm pretty sure actually Hamza will take him down, but I think it
yeah.
might be a little bit difficult for Hamza compared to like what he did with DDP. That was so easy
Bro,
in the
if
first.
DDP didn't had issue taking down Strickland, I don't think Khamzat Chimaev is gonna have any issue.
You don't think he would have an issue? I mean, Hamza is definitely going to
Nope.
have physical advantage, dude. Yeah, Hamza can impose
Yeah,
his physicality, but the thing is, I'm thinking
yeah,
like Sean
exactly.
Strickland is very good at like picking his punches, right? If Hamza does get tired in the first few rounds and he doesn't finish on Strickland, which I think he should be able to, I'm picking him to actually finish the fight by first round or second
Oh,
round.
he's gonna finish within first or two round. I
I
picked
think
him. Yeah.
I don't think Sean Strickland it would be as tough as like DDP.
Yep.
DDP was quite
No
tough at
way.
the bottom. We know DDP is known for
Yeah.
being a tough guy. Sean Strickland, I don't think he's that tough. I think
Cause Hamza likes to impose his will on his opponent. That's
he
how he
likes to
wears
impose
them
his will.
down.
That's what he does. That's
Yeah.
what he does. And I don't think
Exactly.
Sean does very well when people are imposing his will on him. Like nobody's
Yep.
been able to do
The
it
only
except
person against Kamaru Usman that have survived while imposing Hamza Chimaev will was Kamaru Usman, but that's because he's just great. Kamaru
oh
Usman
yeah,
is that great, yeah.
Kamaru is that good, bro. But even people kind of discount Hamza in that fight. Hamza actually took him down 4 times. If you look at the stats, Hamza took
Yeah.
him down 4 times in the fight, and Kamaru could not finish a single takedown. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's an interesting fight. So that's. Do you like the card, by the way? What do you think about the card?
I think the card is alright. I don't think so it's that great.
But still a decent card, though, right?
It's better than yeah, it's a decent card. But I was gonna say it's better than White House, but no, I don't think so. It's better than White House.
You,
I
you
would
don't
be
think it's better
crazy
than White
saying
House?
that.
I mean, White House card is pretty shit.
No,
We
no
talked a
way.
lot of shit against about the White House card.
White House is shit, but the main event is actually alright. It's the Alex Pereira and Ilya Taporia one.
Yeah,
I think that's the fight that those two fights are the reason why it's like people are tuned into it, you know.
yeah. Those two fights are like the main fights where people are actually tuning
And
into the
in
card.
328 is only like two fights that are
I
alright.
mean, Buckley and Brady are fighting. That's a good fight. To
Yeah,
me,
Buckley
Costa
and
versus
Brady and
Volkov.
Khamzat.
Costa versus Volkov is a decent fight. Maybe it's not as big of a
Yeah,
name.
yeah, it's not
Yo,
big of a
George, how you
name.
doing, bro? Yeah, but it's a decent fight. Let's go to 327 actually because UFC has announced every single card, all the fights on the main card until the White House card. Dude, by the way, we actually bashed the ball Dana a lot. We call him a ball bitch. We call him a ball fuck. We said a lot of things about Dana White, right? I want
Yeah,
to take a few of my words back because according to Ronda Rousey, Dana White is actually not even involved in the matchmaking overall. Like he's making like a few matches, but he's not doing the whole matchmaking. It's not in his control. He doesn't own a lot of shares now.
he doesn't own a
Yo,
lot of shares.
yeah, he doesn't have all of shares because he sold. UFC actually comes under TKO. He only's got a few shares left, so he doesn't have all the decision making power. And even he was actually talking about the White House card and saying that he's not happy with the White House card because I think there were a few fights that he wanted to make, but because he cannot directly negotiate with the fighters, I think it's some of the people are actually negotiating with the fighters. I do want a bit more energy from him, though. I don't think he's putting in the same energy because he's
Yeah,
got his
like you know,
put
in
in
the
everything.
press conferences when people ask him about shit, he's like,
Yeah,
it seems like okay, he's the one
yeah,
that is responsible for it. Like a lot of people were talking about like John Jones. They were asking about John Jones. He's like, we
yeah.
never talked to John Jones. John Jones told last time we spoke, John Jones said he wanted to retire, so we weren't gonna put him in White House call. Like, what the fuck was that all about? Why did he
He's
have to
lying.
say that? Yeah, why does he have to say that if he's like not making a matchmaking? You know? He
It's
can
such a
just be like,
blatant
oh,
lie.
look, I didn't talk to him personally. People who were matchmaking, they spoke to him and they weren't interested or whatever. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
He could have said that.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a blatant lie, to be honest, even about the John Jones situation. Like, I know John Jones is a liar himself. He's done a lot of stuff outside the cage and a lot of shitty stuff inside the cage as well. But at the same time, it does seem
Yeah,
like Dana was trying to negotiate with him. It's not like he was totally out of the picture. According to Harry Halvani as well, they were going to give him a deal for $15 million. John Jones just wanted to up the deal by 30 million, and Dana White didn't do that. No, 30 million. So Dana White,
50.
John Jones wanted a 30 million deal. UFC was offering him 15 million for the fight. John Jones didn't think that was good enough for the fight.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
okay.
for the Tom Aspinall fight, they also offered him like a 30 million
Uh-huh.
deal, but John Jones was so unreliable that he actually didn't take the fight. So it could also be that John Jones kind of
Yep.
playing along, like he knows that UFC would not be able to match up the deal. So he's kind of showing that he wants the fight, but at the end of the day, he doesn't want the fight if they actually meet the deal.
Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
true as well.
But whatever, man. I want to take a few of my words back. I just want to say Dana White is probably not that. He doesn't have all the control right now. And by the way, did you see when he was announcing the fights, when he was sitting down with the challenge? This was kind of different this time. He has Michael Bisping with him to hype up the fights. So it looks like Dana White doesn't have a lot of knowledge about like the new guys. So he would just call the names, right? He would say, Hamza Shemaev will defend his title against Sean Strickland. Okay, but this fight you can probably talk about. But the second fight, like Volkov will fight what's his name? Costa. But then Dana White probably doesn't know much about Costa. And then Michael Bisping's the one who has done his whole research on the fighters. And then he's explaining why this fight is interesting. Both of these guys have this style. This guy's got height advantage. This guy does striking. This guy does good with like kicking. And then that's why this fight is
Uh-huh.
interesting because one guy can knock the other guy out. And Dana White, it
Yeah.
just seems like he didn't want to be there, bro. Look at his face the whole time. He's like, Maybe
Maybe
angry dinner
he
face.
himself didn't like the card.
Probably he himself didn't like the
You
card. I
know?
don't know. But
Yeah. He's like,
all
oh,
right.
if I announce these shit fighters and their skill set, people are
Yeah.
gonna come at me. Let me leave that to this saying that
Exactly.
these fight beat these guys and blah blah blah. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is true. That is true. All right. Let's talk about the
Yeah,
UFC
it's,
327. UFC 327 card. Main
okay, I
event.
actually don't know that card.
Okay, I've got the card in front of me right now. Okay, the main event we got Prohaska versus Carlos Ulberg. Ulberg, you probably have not seen many
Oh,
fights of
that's a
Ulberg,
good
right?
one, right?
But it's a good fight.
Goldberg,
Yeah,
I've
Ulberg.
heard about him. Yeah,
Yeah, his knockout power is good actually. He's very technical on the
yeah,
feet. But I have just a strong confidence in Jiri's chin. I don't think anybody could drop him except Pereira. I think Pereira is the only guy who's been able to crack
Pereira.
the wall. Khalil
Yeah,
Khalil
that's
tried it.
true.
Khalid tried it. Jamal tried it. They all tried to test the chin, but so far he's been able to just pass through, just power through everything. Even the right kick was winning
Yeah,
the fight against him, but he was able to just power through it. So I think with Alberg, we'll find out if
yeah,
Alberg can actually crack him. But I think he should just be able to power through it. I
yeah,
just
that's
got
true.
him. Jiri
I
Moore.
agree as well.
Okay, the next fight is actually good. It's Joshua Wen versus Tatsuro Taira.
Oh
Oh,
yes, that's I saw that one. Yeah, that's a good fight.
I'm going
I
with
think
Taira, right? I think Joshua
that's
Wen
gonna
does
be like
arguably.
fight of the night, to be honest. I think,
That might be the fight of the night. But
or the
Tatsuro might.
banger of the night. One of
Yeah,
those.
Tyra might try to wrestle actually. Tyra might try to wrestle.
You think?
I think he's gonna try to wrestle. I think it will take him down. Yeah, do you remember the fight
Yeah,
against Brandon Moreno in the last fight? Tyra was able to submit Brandon Moreno. He was able to
yeah,
finish
yeah.
him, take him down. So I think Tyra is gonna try to
Yep.
do it. Joshua's wrestling defense has held on so far, but I think it's not gonna be holding up anymore against Tetsuro Tyra.
Yeah, yeah. He's very good. Yeah,
Tetsuro Tyra
with
is
his
very good.
graphics.
With his grappling skill, is actually very good, and he doesn't have bad hands either. Like he can actually compete with Joshua Allen on the feet too for like a while, and then he can shoot the takedowns that he wants. So he doesn't have to force it.
Yeah.
Okay, bro, this card is actually interesting. You got Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker.
Oh, that's a good one as well.
That's a good fight, right? Stylistically, if you look
Yep.
at it, these are very interesting fighters. Like Dominic Reyes is always
Yeah.
has his foot on the front. He's always on the front foot. And then Johnny Walker is also one of the guys who's actually always willing to indulge in the fight. He's got very unorthodox style. He's got
Yep.
beautiful spinning elbows, beautiful knees. His chin is a bit gone, so
Yep.
that's why I think I might pick Dominic Reyes, but it could go either way
Yeah. Same. Yeah, I think his chin is pretty gone. He used to be such good. He used to be very good until he got exposed.
until he got exposed. There
And
was a
then
time
after,
when they wanted
yeah.
him to fight John Jones. Like people are actually talking
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Even
There was
like,
talks about him and John Jones. You know that at one
dude, they
point.
were saying that he's the guy who could potentially take him because he was the way he was sleeping people was he was beating everybody in the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
round.
He was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, his style was they couldn't figure out the style. Okay, there's another fight that actually has been changed now. So Benil Darvish was supposed to fight Manuel Torres, but that's been replaced by Quellin Salked. That's an Australian guy. I don't know if you've seen Quellin Salked. You haven't seen it, bro. His style is it's
I
just
haven't
an
seen
amazing
it.
fighter. I think he's going to be a
I don't
problem
know
at
who that is.
165. I think Quellin Salked is on a winning streak right now, and his ground game is amazing. His judo is amazing, by the way. His judo throws are amazing, but also his striking is amazing. He's been able to knock people out, put them to sleep. He does have like a KO power in his hands. Dude, do you know the Indian guy who used to talk shit about Khabib? Qualin Salkit is the
Ah,
guy
yeah, yeah,
who
him, yeah.
slept that Indian guy in the first round, I think. That was
Oh,
him
that
who
was
slept him.
him. Okay.
And then, in Australia, everybody is a
Crazy.
fan of him. And he has a big Muslim fan base and Pakistani fan base because he slept the Indian, because he slept the Indian guy, right?
Like he's not
Huh?
Pakistani anymore, dude.
Yeah, he's fighting for the Pakistanis. That's what he says. He has a big
No, no, no. No, no. I swear he's a Pakistani guy, but he says he's not Pakistani
No, no,
anymore.
no. Qualin Salkit is not actually Pakistani. He's Australian. You know why we're saying Pakistani guy? That was
Are you
kind of a
sure?
joke, by the way, bro. That was kind of a joke. You know what the joke
Oh,
is?
that's what I
Yeah, yeah,
heard
because
on
everybody
TikTok. Yeah.
Pakistani were painting him as like a Pakistani guy. So everybody was knowing him as like a Pakistani guy because he was the guy who slept the Indian guy, Anush Jubli or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That was the
Oh,
whole thing. So he was kind
okay.
of yeah, like acting like a Pakistani guy for like a while. I think he was kind of playing along as well.
Yeah.
He was playing along with it, completely playing along with the joke.
Uh-huh.
But now he's like,
Oh yeah,
yo,
because there's rivalry between Pakistan and
because
India,
there's
isn't it?
rivalry between Pakistan and India, and also because Anish Dubli also talks shit against Khabib because he was saying that a lot. So a lot of like Muslim people actually also started supporting Shalkit. But anyway, that's a very hard fight for
Yeah.
Benil Dariush. I don't know why they're giving Benil Dariush this fight when there's not a big reward. Because even though Colin Shalkit is very good, there's not he doesn't have like a big household name. The fight is going to be happening in Australia, and Benil's chin is already a bit fishy at the moment. He's getting knocked out by like a few guys.
Yeah.
Arman dropped him. Moicano dropped him one time, although he was able to capitalize. Benil was able to get back. But then who was BSD actually
No.
finished him in the last fight. So I don't see any future for Benil Dariush here. I think it's probably might be the last one for him.
Yeah, same to be honest. I think he's pretty much done.
I think it's going to be pretty much done after this fight. I think that'll be it. And then, okay, the next fight, Gamrot is fighting, and he's fighting Ribovics. I
Gamma
don't know
is
if you
good.
know Ribovics. Ribovics is from Argentina,
I
bro. In
don't
the
know
one punch,
Rainbow.
dude, he had the best fight. I think he's the fight of the year last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So
dude, he
that's
just
like a
caught
banger fight then.
dude. He's
Because
got that
Gamma is good
Mexican
as well.
style. He's rocking. He's got the Mexican style. He can take a
Uh-huh.
shot. I'm telling you right now. He puts the pace on like nobody else. But I've only seen him like 3 round fights. This is also 3 round fights, so it's not bad. He can keep the pace on for 3 rounds. He will come at you. He will eat punches, dude. He's one of those guys. He will eat two punches to give you one.
Wow,
Probably not the smartest
that's
style,
good.
but yeah, that's what it is. And then Curtis Blades is fighting Josh Hockett. Now, Josh Hockett is a guy who was cutting promos about. Remember last time he cut a promo about like the being was he mentioning gays and stuff and like transgenders? A lot of that. But he's one of those. Did you watch the
Uh,
promo? Like, dude, I don't know if you watched the promo.
no, I didn't watch that promo. I don't think so.
Okay,
I
it's funny.
watched
He
it.
can wrestle, by the way, but he's going against Curtis Blades, who's probably a little bit better wrestler than him. But Josh Hockett is one of those guys.
Yeah.
I think he's a big fan of like the Republicans, and he always does
Uh-huh.
like a post-fight speech, and he's always in character. So that's a to me that's a fun fight. That's a very fun fight. The
Okay,
dude,
that's good.
dude, this card is more packed than all the other cards. To be honest, it's better than the White House card overall.
Yeah,
Have you,
it does looks like it
have
to
you
be
looked at the
honest.
fight? Have you looked at the fights that I've told you? So we're talking about Prohaska
Yeah,
versus
yeah, I
Collarbone,
remember.
like that without one
Trying
fight.
to what?
Joshua Wen
Yeah,
versus Tesla Rotara, the second one. Dominic
yeah,
Reyes versus Johnny Walker,
tattoos.
that's third. Benil Dariush versus Salkid, that's fourth. Gamrod versus Ribovics, that's five. That's a banger fight. Blades versus Hockett, that's six.
Yep.
Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown, that's a decent fight. Randy Brown is also a good striker. Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown,
Yeah.
that's a decent fight. Seven. Patricio Pitbull is fighting Aaron Pico, that's on the same card as well.
Ooh, Patricia Pitbull.
Versus Aaron Pico. Aaron
Oh,
Pico
that's
from
a good.
the guy from Bellator. I mean, I know he lost
Wait,
the first.
is that his first fight? Patricia Pitbull in UFC.
Oh no, Patricia Pitbull has like two fights in the UFC, I think, before.
Okay. Did he win
Yeah,
or lose?
he's been able to. I think he's been a bit gun shy. He's not been able to pull up the plug in the fights.
Damn.
But he is.
I feel
But
like they get
overall,
exposed.
dude, they
People
get
from
exposed.
outside
But
the
also,
UFC, they get exposed as soon as they come in UFC.
I've got two takes on this one. Okay, they do get exposed, but some of the guys are actually good. But they come when they are not in their prime anymore. Like some of the guys come in when they're already 37 years old. So
Yeah.
with Pitbull is probably already 38. It's the same thing with Chandler. Chandler was
Yeah,
34,
he's
35
old,
when he
yeah.
came to Chandler was came at like 34, 35, and he took a lot of damage as well. I mean, it's not that bad, but he was because he took a lot of damage in Bellator as well. And then he's fighting Aaron
Yeah.
Pico. Aaron Pico is relatively young, but he's very good wrestler, man. Just got caught in the last fight.
Yeah. So
I'm
I
gonna
think outside the UFC, they don't have the best wrestlers. So that's why a lot of the fighters actually thrive outside the UFC when it comes to rankings and stuff, right?
yeah. I don't think they
That's
have the
why I
best
believe.
wrestlers. All the jiu-jitsu guys. I don't think they fight outside
Yeah.
UFC. Most UFC has got those guys. And then Paulo Costa is also fighting on the same card. Paulo Costa versus Mirzakanov. I don't think I've seen Mirzakanov fight. Maybe one time. Mirzakanov is the
Uh-huh.
Russian guy fighting Paulo Costa. So another star, Tatiana Suarez is fighting Kate. Cub Swanson is fighting Nate Landwehr. Dude, I'm gonna. This card is fucking good. Calvin Gastelum is fighting Vincente Luque. That's a good one, right?
That's
Even
actually a good card.
Cub Swanson versus Nate Landwehr is a great fight. It's a
But this is
great.
same card in
Dude, that's what
327.
I'm thinking. This is more packed than any other card.
Holy shit.
That look,
This is
Calvin
more packed than
Gastelum,
even White House card.
dude. That's what I'm saying. Like even the prelims are fucking packed. Prelims are packed. I'm
Yep.
watching the card from the first fight. I'm watching the card from the first fight. Calvin Gastelum versus Vincent Luque is the first fight in the card. It's the first fight in the prelims card.
Oh my god, that's the first fight. Holy
That's the
shit.
first fight of the card. Then you have Cub Swenson versus Nate Landwehr. Dude, Nate the Barbaric. It's going to be crazy. Tatiana Suarez is fighting on the card. Okay, that's probably not a good fight, but Tatiana Suarez, I like her. Then Paulo Costa is fighting. Then Aaron Pico is versus Patricia Pitbull. Then Randy Brown versus Kevin Holland. Then Curtis Blades versus Josh Hockett. Gamrot versus Ribovics. Benet Darius versus Salkid. Johnny Walker versus Dominic Reyes. Joshua Van versus Tetsuya Taira. Judy Prohaska versus Carlos Urban. Dude, I'm excited for this. Like, this is going to be one of the best cards. The card is happening in Miami.
Yep.
That'll be fireworks.
I think that's actually a very good card. I rate it higher than White House card, to be
It's
honest.
definitely higher than the White House card. It's better than the White House card. It's better
Yep.
quality. It's more fights. It's just more exciting.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll be watching this card. By the way, did you see about? Did you see Armin Sarikin actually challenging Charles Oliveira for the BMF title?
Yeah, I saw that. Do you think they're gonna do it in hype or he was calling you out for UFC?
So for Charles Oliveira, he was calling him out for the BMF title. So I think
Okay.
they should do that, man. They just do that in the UFC White House card. If they put that fight on the UFC White House card, I think it will start looking decent.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I think that's
Muscle
more
Man is saying
exciting
that
than.
you look like a cute couple. Thank you, man. Okay, there'll be
Who
more
said that?
inside. Muscle Man is saying you look like a cute couple. Yeah, what part of us looks like a
That's
couple?
funny.
Do you think we're talking romantically? Is that what we're talking about? We're talking about UFC like two grown people. All right? It's not fun and love. It's about war. It's about fighting. Um,
Exactly.
uh, what was I saying about it? Armin Sarikan also called out. He also called out. What's his name? Dylan Dennis in a grappling match.
Who? Arman Sarikin.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good one. That would be a
man.
good grappling match.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did he make a mistake? It was a joke. Thanks, bro. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. Okay.
But dude, I think Arman still beats him right now because the only reason I say that he's so active all around, bro. He's doing wrestling competition. He's doing grappling competitions. He's
Yeah,
even competing in UFC. Like, bro, this guy is doing everything right now.
dude, but they would have to remove the leg locks because Dylan Dennis, he's got one of the best leg locks. I've seen him leg looking a guy in UFC career in the first 10 seconds. He literally
Uh
just
huh.
eliminatory roll, not in UFC, sorry, Bellator. He was able to leg lock him right after that. I'm just saying, dude, Dylan
Yeah.
Dennis was actually a legit grappler. He was like in Dubai, he was like a 3-time champion or something like this. And Dylan Dennis is
Uh
bigger
huh.
than Arman Sarikin. This guy was fighting at 170. Arman Sarikin fight at 155. Do you think he can actually beat him in a grappling pure match, pure grappling match? I think if they remove the
I
leg locks,
think
they will.
so.
You think so?
I think Arman can beat him. Yeah.
Dude, if he can learn the leg lock defense, he can stay on top.
Yeah.
Because Dylan is not taking him. I don't
Yeah.
think
He
Dylan is
can
taking
win.
him.
Yeah.
He can win, but
I
he
think he
just
can.
gotta
He
have
might
to
not be able to submit him, but he can
don't
win.
get leg locked or buggy choke. Don't get those things, otherwise he should be fine. I don't think Dylan is known for buggy chokes, but he has long arms.
Imagine Arman gets 7 times buggy choke like Chio Sun got it.
Dude,
That
Arman
guy's
is more
cracked
athletic
up.
than Chael Chael could have moved, right? Arman would
Yeah.
move around. He would do something else. Okay, but you're talking about
But
sweaty man wrestling predominantly. Sweaty man, dude, this is the kind of allegation it's hard to beat, to be honest. Because like sweaty man, grappling, wrestling, it's very hard to beat, to be honest. And we kind of do that together as well, by the way. Against each other.
yeah, we
So
kind of do.
yeah, I don't want to get too deep into this, but it's hard to beat. RIP Eddie Guerrero. Dude, Eddie Guerrero, was that today, by the way? Eddie
Who's
Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero?
Oh my god, Eddie Guerrero. Dude, you don't know Eddie Guerrero. The
Who the
wrestler Eddie
fuck is that?
Oh my god.
I don't
Fight
know
you know
him.
what's wrestling? Holy shit. Eddie Guerrero used to be one of my favorites, man. Eddie Guerrero. Let me check. Eddie Guerrero died because of a heart attack. He was a WWE wrestler, 9th of October to November 13. I don't know. R.I.P. Chris Benoit. Benoit. My God, Chris Benoit, dude. It's one of
Who the
my. These
fuck
are
is
the
that?
legends we're talking about. These are a few of the best wrestlers. And by the way, Chris Benoit, just a WWE superstar as well. He died. He had like a roid
Oh,
rage.
these are WWE
He killed
superstars.
all of his family. And by the way, the thing about Benoit is that he actually had like a wrestling background. He actually had like an amateur wrestling background. I love those guys from WWE who can actually wrestle. Like, all right,
Yeah,
you putting on the entertainment, you're putting on the
like
matches. That's
Kurt
all
Angle,
great.
right? He
Like
he, he
Kurt
was a
Angle,
good wrestler.
he was an Olympic gold medalist. Obviously, he was
He
very
was an
high.
Olympian. Yeah,
Olympic gold medalist
it's
Brock
crazy.
Lesnar to Brock Lesnar, NCAA champion. Then you have Chris Benoit did it to some extent. Then you have some of the other guys. Gable Stevenson, Gable Stevenson. He went to
Oh,
WWE.
Gable Stevenson.
He spent
Yeah.
like a whole year in WWE, by the way.
Huh?
He spent a whole year in WWE. He was doing NXT. He was actually, if
Yeah.
you watch the wrestling matches, dude, you could see like this guy could actually wrestle. But he was saying that he likes to be more competitive, and he wasn't
Mhm.
getting that. Like he still likes WWE, and he's like he might make a transition again to WWE, but he wants
Yeah.
to keep that sort of like competitive nature that he
Yeah,
had
I
in
get
like
it. Yeah.
NCAA or something like this. That's why he wants to do UFC, and then after that he might come back.
Don't tell Joe Rogan. He's gonna be like, you almost there. You almost there.
Huh?
You go straight to top five. I'm saying, don't tell this to Joe Rogan. He's gonna be like, you're almost there.
Remember when Joe Rogan was talking about Gable Stevenson? He's like, he's almost who can beat this guy? Who can beat this guy?
Joe Rogan is
In the
tapped
UFC
sometimes,
heavyweight
bro.
division can beat this guy. Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gahn probably, but he's almost there.
Yeah.
He's already top five. Did you not watch his last fight? He got
Yeah.
head kicked by a guy who was barely standing up. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Gable Stevenson, but definitely for sure he's not there. Even the way he's punching, dude, it's not clean.
His striking is not there, bro.
His striking is not definitely not
He,
clean. And
he
even his
he's
wrestling,
but you know his wrestling transition is very good.
it's good. It's good. He knows how to
Yeah.
like. At least he's been able to time the takedowns. Like some of the people cannot
Yeah,
time the
yeah. He
takedowns.
times it very well.
He
Yeah.
times it very well, but his grappling control is also not there. It's not there.
Yeah, his grappling control is kind of sham.
The
I
guy
won't
was able
lie.
to get up. It's so easy for him. It's gonna take a while, bro. He has to learn jiu-jitsu. He needs to learn control, top control. Spend a bit of time, and then you'll be fine with it. By the way, I'll be excited if he actually
The,
signs up with the RAF. I think that would be a good step forward
sorry.
for him. If he signs with the RAF,
Oh yeah, yeah. That would be crazy. That would be
that'd
big.
be that'd be crazy, right? He can get some good matchups against like the good heavyweights that RAF has right now at the moment. Let me see if there are any good
Yep.
heavyweights in the RAF.
Bro, they have Sinder, and then Tazulov or whatever that guy name is. That young guy who beat Sajilov. They have Sajilov there as well.
He beat Snyder again, right? He beat Snyder RAF. I saw
Snyder,
that.
yeah, Snyder. I
I
think
didn't
that's
watch
what
the
it's
match, but
called.
Kai Snyder, yeah, Kai Snyder. RAF
Oh,
heavyweight.
the match hasn't happened yet. It's on the next one.
Dude, Snyder
Bro,
just
the
lost to
next
somebody.
Raf,
Snyder lost to somebody.
huh?
Snyder lost to somebody
When was
in
this?
the last RAF card.
Oh, then he lost to that Tazamudov.
I
That
probably
guy,
lost to
that
him.
kid. He's
He
like
lost
he's a
to
man kid. He's not even a kid anymore.
made him look like a baby. Make him look really bad
Bro,
right
he's a
now.
20-year-old guy. You know, he doesn't look like 20-year-old.
Real American wrestling. Does he look older or younger?
Yeah,
Real American wrestling. Heavy. Real American freestyle wrestling, right?
yeah.
Heavyweights. Okay, now we're gonna look at the roster of RAF, Real American Wrestling. Okay, Wyatt Hendrickson. Oh my God, Wyatt Hendrickson is with them. Dude, this is the guy that
Who?
beat Gable Stevenson in the last match. Remember when Daniel Cormier was actually doing the commentary?
Yeah,
Wyatt
yeah, yeah.
Hendrickson in the last, was it the last NCAA championship that Gable
Yeah.
Stevenson lost, right? It was Wyatt
Uh-huh.
Hendrickson. Oh,
Oh, that is good. They can actually line that up
dude, that's what
if
I'm
it does
saying. Like
sign
they
up
got
to
some
it.
Mason Paris. I don't know who the fuck that is. Then they got Zahid Valencia. I think I've heard about him. Zahid Valencia, I've heard about him. I've seen him fight as well, actually.
Uh-huh.
Freestyle rules to provide top talent with lucrative active careers. Bro, also Steve Buchanan,
Is
right?
Gaber Stevenson, is he a heavyweight? He's a
Yeah, but
heavyweight, right?
oh, he's a heavyweight, dude. He's a heavyweight. He's 265 heavyweight. He's
And
not even in the
Is he a heavyweight as well?
who? White Hendrickson.
No, no, Sajilov.
Saturday is not a heavyweight, no. If he fights heavier
Heavyweight.
than Hamza Shimaev at the moment, I think he fights at like 93 kgs or something. Let me just check Saturday's weight
Yeah.
class. Yeah, Saturday, it's going to be hard for Saturday to beat Gable because the size difference is going to be way too much. Saturday weight class.
Yeah.
Okay, look, Sadalive is fighting in 97 kgs actually. The tank is back. Abdul Rashid Sadalive is making his way back at the top of the 97 kg weight class. World Wrestling in Tirana, Albania. Bro, 97 kgs. He's still a big guy though. He's bigger than light heavyweight actually. Sadalive weight class, and now we do Gable Stevenson weight class. Gable Stevenson weight class. Gable Stevenson is 120 kgs, bro. He's too big. He's too big. It is too much. No, that's not going to be competitive. Okay, they can put him. They can put Shadow Live against somebody else. They can put Shadow Live against. How heavy is Steve Buchanan actually? Steve Buchanan. That's the one I want to see because he's the current NCAA champion. Steve Buchanan. Steve Buchanan weight class. Bro, this is the guy that beat Yoel Romero in the last fight. Oh yeah, he's fighting at like. Yeah, he competed at 97 kgs. Okay, he competed at 97 kgs. In 2026, he transitioned to freestyle wrestling, competing at 97 kgs. And what weight class is Sadalive competing at 97 kgs as well? So they're the same weight class. Let's make that happen. Steve Buchanan versus him. Dude, that's a good fight. He won the 197-pound NCAA championship at the University of Iowa in 2025. So he's the current NCAA champion. Just put him against Sadalive and we'll find out how good NCAA is actually. Oh, Spencer Lee is going to be fun, bro. Spencer Lee. To sign those guys, I don't think they're signing the light guys, right? They're not signing very light guys. A lot of them, actually. I probably don't know. He's good. And there's another guy. Bro, the guy he's fighting, he has a belt on Ralph. Okay, that's amazing. What about the guy who's fighting Henry Cejudo? What's his name? Do you Bo Bassett, right? Bo Bassett is good as well. So these are the only two light guys that we know that are actually good. Yeah, dude, there's so many interesting matches, right? There's so many interesting matches they can make. Okay, you know Armin Sarikin is again booked. Huh? Your stream is cutting bad. Your stream is cutting bad, Fike. You're kind of out right now. Your voice is cutting. Your face is just stopped. Like it's frozen. What about now? What about now? Your voice is back, but your face is still frozen. Your video is frozen. Dude, the RAF card is so good. I'm actually looking at RAF 07. I want to tell you about the card. Okay, give me your. Yeah, so saying like every single fight. Okay, Armin Sarikin versus Georgia Pulis. They're fighting again. How many times are they gonna fight? By the way, I'm happy actually. Yeah, it's just a rematch, but it was scheduled to be like a grappling match. And yeah, it's just a rematch. All right, Armin Sarikin is dude. I don't think that they can't make the wrestling. It'll be very quick. It'll be very quick. Yeah. So yeah, freestyle wrestling match. That's gonna be fun, dude. I want to see like a clean wrestling match. I don't want Georgia to be doing the same thing, dude. Georgia was. I don't know. Oh no! It's not allowed. It's not allowed, bro. I've talked to like a. I'm not gonna say I've talked to. I've actually watched a lot of videos of like the actual freestyle wrestlers. Even Henry Cejudo was saying he was saying Georgia was doing this. They would have actually disqualified him if he was doing the Olympics. They would have definitely disqualified him. So you could see, bro, he was not trying to indulge it. Like, why do you tap the hat? Why do you clubbing? It's to shoot the takedowns, right?
Yeah,
He was not trying to shoot the
yeah.
takedown. He's doing clubbing like this. That's what he's doing the whole time. His
Yeah,
intentions were not to wrestle.
you know, even to me, it felt like he was slapping him.
Oh no,
It
he was
even
doing
felt
bad.
like, yeah,
Ever since when I started watching the match, even without the commentary, I was able to identify it. I was like, bro, this guy's doing so wrong. But Armand, dude, he got to control himself as well. I think he's a bit too much.
no, Arman actually did well. He controlled all the way until the end. I think at the end it was a bit much, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He got to control himself at the end.
is my stream back?
Your stream is completely back. I can see your beautiful face now
Okay,
back.
perfect.
It's amazing.
Thanks.
Okay, so I think I want to see like a clean match. I want to see Giorgio actually trying to wrestle, man, because this guy actually has decent wrestling. What?
Oh, he
Take out the
actually
tricks
has
from your
decent
pockets.
wrestling. Yeah.
Take out the tricks from your pockets. He does have some nice tricks, and he was able to get Armin down one time. So try something like that. But I think Armin beats him, bro. I think Armin. Georgia's got to take
I
more
think the
steroids.
second match is gonna be closer. To be honest, I feel like
Dude,
in the second match they will actually try to wrestle. So I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's gonna be more competitive.
But do you think Georgia's clean though? He's 100% on steroids. He's on everything right now because he's not getting tested. Did you see him in the
Oh
first?
yeah, yeah. He's been taking steroids even before that.
Yeah, yeah. So he was a fitness. He
That
was
guy
a
is
fitness.
tapped.
He was a
How
fitness
is Costa
influencer.
Rica beating a steroid guy?
That's what I'm saying. Like it makes it even more
That's too
impressive.
funny.
And Georgia's got a size advantage on him as well. Georgia was bigger than him in the
Oh
last
yeah, he
fight.
does. Yeah, yeah,
He's definitely bigger, but I think Arman still beats him. Then you have Kobe versus Dylan Dennis. Actually, it's not competitive. It's not competitive.
Kobe was it? Oh yeah, it's not
It's not
competitive. Yeah,
competitive. If it was a grappling match, Dylan would beat him 100%. But Kobe wins
yeah,
this. Kobe wins this. It's just gonna be like Rockhold versus Kobe. Remember that one? But there was hype, like what's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
happen? Kobe kind of ragdolled him, so Kobe's
Dude,
winning that one.
Kobe doesn't look that slick when he's actually wrestling. I don't think so.
Dude, you are actually judging him from his last two performances. He's washed right now. Watch his fights when he was in his prime, like Kobe was on a winning streak. Remember that one when
Yeah,
he won the interim championship? He was actually pretty good,
yeah, I
bro.
do remember.
His
Yeah,
wrestling.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, his
I
wrestling
don't
was
know what
actually good.
happened to him.
I just think that he's got like so I understand when he was saying when he was fighting Leon Edwards, he wasn't shooting the takedowns because he broke his foot. I actually trust him. And Kobe is the guy
Yeah,
with all the excuses, but I trust him there. I think he actually broke it. Dude,
yeah.
if you break
Otherwise,
your
his
foot,
majority of the time his game plan is to shoot as well, right? Mix up
he can
shoot.
shoot as well.
If
Like
he can strike, he will strike. Yeah,
exactly. Like why was he not shooting? And it's not even like, oh, his wrestling is like far apart from like Bilal's wrestling. Like Bilal was such a dominant wrestler that he could shoot on Leon Edwards, he could take him down, but Kobe couldn't. I mean,
yeah.
at least he should have been able to finish a few takedowns, but you could see that he didn't shoot in the first like three rounds or something like that. There has to be a
Yeah.
reason, and I think that was the main reason.
Dude, if they
Anyway,
get one of those Dagestani guys on the card, holy shit, like Usman, Umar, or Islam, fuck me. That'd be
okay,
insane.
let's go through the yeah. I think that would be very interesting, right? Then you have Kyle
Yep.
Dake. Oh, Kyle Dake is fighting again.
Kyle Lake is great, yeah.
He's fighting Parker Kickson. Parker Kickson is an American freestyle and former folk style wrestler who competes at 86 kilograms, the 224, 184 LP NCAA champion. So that's a legit wrestler. NCAA champion. Kicken finished a five-time All-American, five-time Big 12 champion, and three-time NCAA finalist. So that's going to be like a
Yeah,
pure wrestling match. So if you're like an actual wrestling fan, this is the fight that you actually watch.
yeah, that's a good fight. Good
How long have
matchup.
you been together? We've been together for 8 years now, right? How long have you been together for now?
Yeah, yeah, for a
2017,
long time.
2026. For like nearly 8 to 9 years, we've been together. We've tried everything. We had experienced everything in our life. And then Lolo put is saying shalom.
What does
And
Shalom mean?
shalom. He's got an Israeli and American
Oh,
flag. I think we got
Israeli
a
thing,
diamond on
right?
our hand right now.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
great, man. It's great. I was actually making a video about the day of Purim actually. I was actually making a video about the day of Purim. Um, this Loloput is not gonna like this. Loloput is definitely not gonna like my take on this one. America actually bombed Iran on the day of Purim, and that day had like a strong significance because according to them, Alam Rock final boss.
Who the fuck
I
is
don't know.
Adam Rock?
I don't even know what that means. Alam Rock final boss. I don't know what that means. And by the way, the day of Purim, I was telling you the story about the day of Purim. That's the day when Haman is like an anti-Jew guy. He conspired against the Jews, he killed a lot of Jews. And according to them, Iran is actually acting like Halam right now. So Iran with the Persians, they're acting like Halam. And that's why they attacked Iran on the day of Purim. So that's the religious significance, by the way. Bradford final boss. Yo, dude, I'm gonna have to
He
research about
said,
this one. I don't know what this
he said Bradford final. Did you get that?
Bradford final boss.
Did you
I
get
actually
that?
didn't. No, I actually didn't get
You
it.
did? Holy shit.
What is that? What is that about Bradford final boss? Is
You
that like
know
a show?
Bradford, right? The city, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's saying basically you're the final boss from there. Like you're the worst one, basically, he's saying.
Oh, I'm the worst one. Okay,
But
I am the.
he's saying
Okay,
that to
I
both
thought
of
there
us,
was
though.
like
I
a
don't know what
hidden
I'm saying.
meaning or something like this. I thought there was like a hidden meaning or something like this. Ron Loki tough. Oh, they
I
kind of
just
tough,
told
bro.
you the hidden way. Huh?
They underestimated. Oh, he's saying Iran is low-key tough. Yeah, they underestimate him. I think Iran is just their ballistic missiles are quite powerful actually, and their strategy is not bad either. Have you seen the Vasif videos on YouTube? This man is a master of all forms of martial arts and a grandmaster ninja. Vasif videos? I'm not sure about this one, bro. I don't think I've seen this. And we love Persians contrary to your belief. I mean, Lolopur is saying we love Persians contrary to your belief. Okay, I'm sure, bro. I think the Jewish people actually inside Israel, the ones who are actually living inside Israel and who are not actually involved in the any of the governmental powers, are actually good people. I think Jewish people all over the world are actually very nice
Yeah,
people.
bro.
We
A lot
all.
of Jews actually protested even against the Palestinian
How
genocide.
many
You
in New
know that,
York City actually protested against it? How many Jews in New York City actually? How many Jews in New York City
yeah,
actually voted
bro.
for
Even in
Mamdani?
Israel, Jews in Israel, right? Even they protested against the genocide in Palestine. You
They
know that,
actually
but
protested
they
against the
didn't show
genocide.
that to the media.
What type of brown are you? We are the worst type of brown. That's my answer. Worst type of brown.
We are
We're
the
the kind of
worst.
we're the kind of brown people that you want to bomb. I'm, I'm kidding, dude. It's a dark
We
joke.
are the worst type of Robbie.
Have you seen the
What the
Wasif
fuck?
videos? What are the Wasif videos on YouTube, bro? This guy's talking about like a martial artist. Wasif videos.
Huh?
He's talking about a
He does
martial
martial
artist.
arts.
Yeah, Wasif martial arts. Wasif martial arts videos. I want to look at that. By the way, you don't understand that Iran divided into the Persians who don't want religion, and there's a big group of people who want religious government. By the way, I'm not a supporter of the government. I'm not a supporter of the Ayatollah Khamenei and stuff. I liked his foreign policies. He was not bowing down to USA. That part I liked. But if you talk about the rules inside the government, I think he was pretty oppressive in terms of like the rules against the women, where they were forced to like wear hijab. And again, I think people should be allowed to do whatever they want. But I think it was a bit too extremist, and I think against like the other sects of the Muslims, he wasn't very friendly with them. So I'm not a supporter of the policies. I think the religion should be actually separated from the politics. To be honest, if you're asking for my personal take, those who won
Yeah.
the religion in the government are not real Persians. Okay, so please research Master West. If you will see the ways rumor has it, he wears glasses not to see, but to protect us from the eternal darkness of his souls. what? What is that? Rumor
I
has
did
it that
not
he
get
wears
that,
glasses
bro.
not to see, but to protect us from the eternal darkness of his soul. But to protect us from
He's trolling, bro.
what is going on? Nate Hobbies is saying it is gonna be great. Is Nate the guy who was asking me this question? Have you seen the Vasi video? Okay, yeah, yeah. Are you guys 7-Eleven or 9-11? Guys, I don't know, dude. We guys are probably
we are
67,
we are 9/11.
9-11. Ah, okay, I couldn't find the guy, by the way. Maybe I was searching YouTube
Dude,
later
we are
on and I'll
getting
find it.
destroyed by our comments.
Okay, what
Your
is going
viewers
on
are
with you?
destroying us.
Your videos, my
Your
videos are showing
viewers.
us. Master
Is
West,
that your subscribers? Yeah.
dude, by the way, why is he protecting us from the eternal darkness of his soul? Why is he doing this? And where did he get the darkness from? Please answer the question. And they should
What
not have access to
darkness?
nukes. Okay, Loloput, by the way, Loloput, if you're still here, I'm going to disagree with this, by the way. Guys, if you can follow me, you can subscribe my channel, that would be great. Loloput, I do not agree with this take, by the way. He's saying that they should not have nukes. I believe the war would not have happened if Iran had the nukes.
Oof.
So the only reason that Israel and USA have been able to attack Iran is because they saw the opportunity and they were like, Iran is not going to be able to do anything about it. Ballistic missiles would get defended by the like the Iron Dome. I think if Iran
Yeah.
had the new the what this would not have happened, and this could escalate to something big. Like Iran has got its allies in the face of Russia and China. So if Russia and China actually get into the war directly, and they're into the war against the U.S., they actually have the missile capacity to hit U.S. directly itself. Their missiles have the range to be able to do it, and then USA would do it back. So then you have the whole situation of like the World War happening. So that would be the worst thing in the humanity history because now every country's got nukes. You will understand after you see it. Dude in the car is after the 40 virgins.
40.
Dude, it's 70 virgins. It's not 40 virgins. Okay, he's probably sharing his 30 virgins with me, so he's only getting 40 virgins. The darkness is from Mossad.
Oh my god.
The darkness is from Mossad. Oh, the darkness from Mossad. Okay, that's the darkness that he's trying to protect us from. So he's a Mossad agent. Is that what it is? Serious question. If God hates gays, why did he say devil stand behind me? Okay, dude. Okay, hold
Dude, they're trolling us hard.
on. That's a bad one. Okay, I'm not saying the God hate gays. I never actually said that. The man is a freaking crazy that does martial arts in the backyard.
What?
That does martial arts in the backyard. Martial arts videos in the backyard videos. I've seen some of those videos. I've seen competitions. I've seen DJ Demetrius Johnson actually going to those backyard videos, actually doing that. Oh, dude, are you talking about Dan Hooker, by the way? The backyard videos. I mean, he's actually paying those guys pretty decent money. Isn't Dan Hooker paying like $50,000
Yeah, yeah, he's
for
like
the
paying
whole day or something
100K
like
or
this?
something like that.
1,500K or something like this. It's pretty good money. Yeah, yeah. Have you not got anything nice to do? Bro, dude, this is something nice to do. I'm chilling in my room right now. I'm fasting. And what do you want me to do? Do you want me to climb a hill? Do you want me to go to Mount Everest or like get into like a wrestling match or something? I'm fasting. Literally, I cannot do anything else. Uh, uh, I'm just bloody idiots. All right. Thank you very much. What is your way to determine the bloody idiots, by the way? Do you have like an idiot detector test? They said Iraq has nukes, no nukes found. Yeah, they said Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. Who actually said it? It was Benjamin Netanyahu who put that in the ears of USA government. Benjamin Netanyahu wrote a speech actually from 2001 when he's saying that Iraq has got weapons of mass destruction. And even about the Afghanistani attacks, he was the one who actually asked America to bomb Afghanistan. Twat.
Dude, this Amjad guy is destroying us. He's like trash.
I mean, what is going on with this
Why is he
guy, by
going
the way?
ham at us? What did we do
I
to
don't know
him?
why
I
I'm
don't
just doing
understand.
this. I'm just, what is
Maybe he's
wrong with
just
you, bro?
taking his time away. That's probably why he's
Yeah, what
pissed
did
off.
we do to you, bro? What did we do to you? We didn't say anything. We were
We're
discussing
stealing his
fighting and
time. We're
okay,
stealing his
fine. I'm just
time.
gonna do
He's in Australia.
it's right. I'm just gonna do that to us. It's fine. It's freedom of speech, man. You can do whatever you want. Benjamin Netanyahu has been saying Iran has nukes since 1991. Yeah, in 1990. I do remember that one. Actually, there's a speech from 1986 as well. Watch the speech from 1986. He's like, Iran is only 2 weeks away from nukes. And now 1990, Iran is only 2 weeks away from nukes. 1994, Iran is only one way away from nukes. 2000, 2005, Iran is about to build the nukes. And that never happened. Actually, not America, it's West Israel. Um, Not America, it's West Israel. I mean, Israel is the one who's actually been involved in all this stuff. She was 6. Dude, don't
Who
bring
was
that into it.
6?
Don't bring that into it. Oh, it's talking about Aisha, actually. Yeah, what's the point of even doing this? What's the point of even doing? By the way, do you know even Muslims have like different beliefs in this? There's different ahadiths about it, and according to some of the Muslims, she was not 6, she was not 9, she was actually 18. You have to read all the ahadiths together, and then you have to look at the compatibility, and then you actually have to make
Yeah,
sense of
bro.
it.
Bro,
So,
these guys talk like as if they were alive at that time and then
and
alive
they were
at this
alive
timeline as
at
well.
that time. And by the way, dude, Frank, have you not looked into the translation and like total interpretation of this one? If you actually ask some of the
I
religious
haven't looked
scholars, right?
fully, no.
Okay, talk to some of the religious scholars. They actually believe that Aisha was actually 16 or 17 when the
Mhm.
marriage actually happened, and then the marriage was consummated when she was actually 18. Yeah,
Wow.
so there's that belief as well. That 6 years old belief. It's a very like when you're reading everything literally. That's
Yeah,
that sort of belief.
yeah.
Also, bring a key aspect of Islam into it. Don't bring a key aspect of Islam into it. Also, too, is there's some people that don't even believe in hadith. I think there's everybody who believe in hadith, but people actually say that some of the hadith could be zaif, which means it could be old hadith. So
Yeah.
some of the hadiths are not even authentic. It's because the reason is how people are gathering hadith is that they were actually talking to somebody who talked to the Holy Prophet, and we're talking about like a years ago. So maybe sometimes there was like a generational gap as well. There could be like a 100 years difference or like 150 years difference. The most authentic ones are like the Sahih Muslims one or the Sahih Bukhari ones because those people were actually very high in the ranks and also the people that they had relations with. It was actually more authentic in that sense. So
Yeah.
it's difficult to determine which hadiths are the correct ones. But then what you have to do is you have to bring all the hadith books and then you have to see the compatibility between them and the actual like the you have to understand all of the hadiths together to see the context what Prophet was actually trying to say. Something that about most believe that she was 6. Dude, some people actually believe that. I personally don't believe that. I
Uh,
don't think it's the right
bro,
belief.
yeah, I don't think so. Muslim people believe that, to be honest.
I don't think many Muslims believe that
Prophet
actually.
is a PDF.
He was a
He was
warlord
a
too.
warlord. This guy is
I
a hater. This guy is,
Okay, this guy's a
bro.
hater.
He's
You know
rage
what?
baiting us. You know that
I
this
think
guy
most of
is
the
fully
wars.
rage baiting us.
I think most of the wars actually happened after the Prophet era. So Prophet did actually have to fight some wars, but it was mostly for the self defense. So even when there's a hadith about like the Jews and the Christians, right? Even the Jews and Christians at that time were actually attacked the Muslims, and the Prophet had to defend himself. And even when they were defending, the Prophet actually said, "We're not going to kill any women. We're not going to kill any kids. So it's only the army men that you're attacking. You're not even attacking any old people. So it's only the army people who have the ability to defend themselves. These are the people. And another thing, you're not destroying the environment. So he was very environment friendly as well. Like you're not destroying the trees, you're not destroying the other lakes, or you're not destroying other places. And bro, most of the wars actually happened after the Prophet era when there were Muslims that actually took the things into their own hands and they kind of used that part of the religion to actually justify it, which is completely wrong. What about jizya? Jizya, dude, if they're paying jizya, they're not paying tax. Do you not understand that? And by the way, do you know if you're paying jizya, actually don't have to go to the wars? So, like, if an attack happened on a Muslim country, if a country is like fully Muslim, if an attack happens on a Muslim country, the people living inside the country who are paying jizya, they don't actually have to fight for the country. Do you know that part of it, by the way? So you're not actually dying for the country. If you consider the dates of the event and Aisha's age towards this, then Aisha was around 17. Yes, yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Or maybe everything you're saying is per Takia. It's per Takia. Okay, that part I don't even know actually, to be honest. Takia. Takia Islam.
I just
It's the
realized we have
practice
a
of concealing
Zionist
one's faith or religion and to
commenting
protect
here.
oneself from imminent danger, persecution, or coercion. What are in the
Yeah.
Quran as a survival mechanism? Oh no, I don't have to say it, bro.
How
I can
many
literally
Indians
say
are
anything.
pretending to be right?
Okay, by the way, you know what Takia is, Spike?
No, I
How
don't
many
know what
years
stuff
have
he
you
is.
been around? That's kind of crazy. And by the way, Takia, bro. So Takia is actually the practice of concealing one's faith or religious identity to protect oneself from imminent danger. No, here's the thing, right? I can literally say anything, and I think I should be fine with it because there are people who actually believe in this, but it's not my personal belief, so I don't have to. I don't have to hide anything. My personal belief is what I'm saying right now. I just
Yeah.
realized we have a Zionist commending here. We kind of have it. How many Indians are pretending to be Iranians online? What's this live about? So basically, we studied the life. This life is about everything. We studied the life about like the 328 out
UFC.
Khamzat Shemaiah versus Sean Strickland. If you have any questions about this one, we are big UFC guys, to be honest. I mean, the card is good, but I think UFC 327 is actually better than UFC 328. Most of them are Jeets larping as Iranians. Yeah, that's true, bro. That is pretty true. That is pretty true. Yeah, we were talking about like weapons of mass destruction, right? In Iraq, they couldn't find any weapons of mass destruction. They bombed Afghanistan. It was because of 9/11, and 9/11 did not literally even, you know how 9/11 happened, right? Even the buildings, the way buildings were going down, it said somebody took the base away. It wasn't an incident that would happen after like the planes actually flying to the building. There's whole research done on it. They shut down the whole investigation. There's people who actually bought the building of 9/11, like the parts of the 9/11, just 2 weeks before that, and it's on record actually.
What is that face, bro?
Truth Society, Truth Seeker guy. Um,
He's. I think he's blushing right now.
okay. Are you Muslims? Yeah, we like to call ourselves Muslims, but are we the best Muslims? Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm saying, dude, right now what's happening in Iran is kind of bad, and I feel bad for like the Jews living in Israel as well because they have to pay for something that they didn't actually do. They didn't even elect Benjamin Netanyahu. Benjamin Netanyahu is trying to delay he's not even popular among his own country, and that's why he had to pick up the fight. And then the Epstein class has to agree with this because they have got so much dirt on the Epstein class, the whole Trump and all the Epstein government that they have. They had to do it. And now,
Yeah.
Trump is actually trying to put everything on Marco Rubio and Hexet
Mhm.
and some of the other guys. You know what? Because
Yeah.
Trump now realizes that he's actually made a strong wrong decision, and he cannot even get out of the war now. That Trump
Yeah.
cannot actually finish the war now. Do you know why? Because
Yeah. Cause
Iran
he's
wouldn't let him.
involved.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's involved.
Cause he killed a family, bro. Now there's gonna be more even terrorist attacks around the world
Exactly,
because of that.
dude. Iran is trying to teach them a lesson. Iran's like, you cannot do that every 6 months and get away with it. Like we made a
Yeah.
deal with you like 6 months ago. You destroyed the nuclear facilities and then you
Yeah.
left. and now you're coming back and you're like, okay, maybe we can do that every 6 months. Maybe bomb them for like one month. Maybe bomb them for like 1 month, like every 6 months. And then when we are low
Yeah.
on like the weapons and stuff, we can develop more weapons and come back. They're like, nah, nah. Are you Muslim? Hope Strickland wins. Oh yes, bro. Strickland. Oh no, no, no. I'm not on that side. By the way, I like Strickland. I like his. I like his
Yeah, I
mic
find it
work.
funny.
I like his mic work. I think is hilarious. I think his fighting style is probably not the most entertaining, but he is technically very good. I just don't see him winning, bro. I think Hamza is just too dominant at the point. Loads of creepy politicians, dude. The whole politicians are like the Epstein class. Everybody's sitting in
Yeah.
everybody sitting in the Congress. They've been donated by the Israelis. They've been donated by those lobbies, like the big Zionist lobbies. They've been paying millions of dollars. Who do you think campaigned for Donald Trump? Miriam Adelson. You know how much money she gave him? $300 million, dude. How do you get $300 million? Of course, you're going to be influenced by this. Trump is also influenced by the Saudi lobby, by the way. I mean, Saudis have got a lot of money as well, and
Yeah.
they gave him like billions of dollars. Bring back the Sage screw reverse.
Guys, like, is this Bradfordstown?
Dude,
It is kind of, yeah.
okay, I don't even know what Sage Crux is. It's an ergonomic high back gaming chair featuring 40 adjustable. Oh, bro, is that for the capital punishment, by the way? I don't know. Hello, Israel. Hi, how you doing, Gomor? Israel has broken every ceasefire deal that they have made. They've broken every
That's
single
true,
ceasefire
yeah.
deal. That's what they do. That's what they do. By the way, I'm not gonna say anything about the Jewish scripture, but I think the Jewish scripture had been sort of like hijacked, right? Like
Hmm.
the worshipping of the ball, the worshipping of the what's the other god, man? Okay, Baal at least, right? Baal is the god that
Yeah.
actually controls the weather and all of this stuff, and it's a god of like child sacrifice as well. Do you think it was actually in the Jewish scripture? Do you think it was common in the
Uh,
Jewish scripture? No, it wasn't actually the real Jewish scriptures. It was a common practice of the culture that the Jewish culture actually came in, that the Jewish religion came in. And obviously, you have to make your religion compatible to the culture. So there were practices that came from the culture to the Jewish religion, to Judaism. And I think this part of the Jewish religion, what was I talking about, by the way? What point was I going to make actually?
you're talking about
Oh,
Jewish,
yeah. Oh
the
yeah, I was
scripture,
talking about the
right?
Jewish scripture right now. So right now, there's
Yeah.
scripture actually say that if you can lie to any non-Jew, you can actually even rape any non-Jew. It kind of they kind of do that. You can rape any non-Jew according to one of the scripture,
There's no
and
way.
also
Is that actually true?
you can actually bribe any non-Jew. Dude, it is written in the book. I can actually show
Holy
you.
shit.
It doesn't stop you. It doesn't stop you from doing it. Um,
No wonder they rape Palestinian women, bro.
Oh, they do that all the time, bro. They've done it
That's
to a
kind of
lot of
fucked.
Palestinian moments. And again, I'm not saying this is actually part of the religion, but the religion has been hijacked. Parts of the religion have been hijacked. I'm pretty sure there are people, good people in the Judaism, that actually don't believe in the same sort of practices, and they're probably reading a
Yeah.
different sort of interpretation of the book as well. Is this Bradfordistan? This is kind of Bradfordistan, dude. Huh? We're bringing the culture everywhere. Do you think that after all this? By the way, we're from London. Ahmad Hicham is that? Do you think that after all this, Iran will build a nuclear bomb? Dude, I'm saying Iran should say fuck you to everybody and build a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, they
Because
should
what's
they should
happening
just
right
build
now,
it.
all the countries that have built a nuclear bomb, they don't get picked a
No.
fight with. Like you have North Korea, right? Nobody wanted North Korea to actually build a nuclear bomb. North Korea's got 60 nuclear weapons right now. Nobody actually picks up a fight with North Korea because they know, first of all,
Yeah.
North Korea has got very good missiles, and their missiles actually have the range to actually even go to US. And you know, North Korea can use those missiles to actually use the nuclear bomb. So nobody actually picks up a fight with them. So with Iran, I think you know, when they talk about like peace through strength, this is the part of peace through strength. And who is the one
Yeah.
who's actually identifying who should be developing nuclear weapons? Okay, USA can have a nuclear weapon. Israel can have a nuclear weapon. Who doesn't even officially have a nuclear weapon? Israel wasn't allowed to make a nuclear weapon. They actually made it. They said fuck you to everybody. They made a nuclear weapon. I think Iran should do the same. You guys are pretty chill. Darth Clorox, thank you, bro. How smart are Iranians? I think smart Iranians are pretty good strategically, to be honest. The way they're actually fighting the wars. You know, they made like a bomb and they wrote Epstein to the Epstein victims for the Epstein victims, and they actually
Yeah, yeah,
fired.
I saw that. That was
I
hilarious.
I found it funny, dude. I was like, that's hilarious, actually, and
Yeah,
that's
I
a
was
reminder
telling
as
you, I was
well.
like, Iranians are built different, bro.
That's a reminder
They're
as well.
attacking
Okay, we
US
haven't
from every direction, bro, economically,
exactly. That's taking a shot
even
at
from
it.
Epstein files.
And dude, they're very accurate as well. Like if you look at the targets that Iran is actually targeting, so US
Yeah,
had like there's a type of anti-missile system that they have, anti-defense missile defense system, which they got four of them. There's sorry, there's only
yeah.
eight of them in the whole world, and US is the only country that actually possesses. Iran has destroyed four of them in the Middle East. Now the rest four of
Mm,
them are in South Korea, which US gave to South Korea to actually defend themselves against North Korea,
yeah.
and now US is actually asking South Korea to actually give it back to them because they need that in the Middle East
Oh
war,
yeah, I saw
and
that
South
news.
Korea
Yeah.
is going to give it to them. But dude, North Korea might actually flex about it. They might actually throw like a bomb or two and say like, "I can actually do it too."
Yeah, because I think North Korea is actually supporting Iran in this war, to be
Oh,
honest.
North Korea is 100% supporting them. Obviously, North Korea knows that
Yeah.
America hates North Korea. I mean, Crusades can't say it on YT. Mm. Oh, okay, okay. I get it. I get it.
Okay, you
Dude,
might
I
get
get it.
banned.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, I get it. I get it. I think that's
They
the.
set
I
you
think
up,
that's the
kind
problem.
of.
I think you guys talking about the problem. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the thing. And dude, when I heard the first time that you can actually bribe any non-Jew and you can actually steal from a non-Jew and you can actually lie to a non-Jew, I was like, bro, there's no way this is possible. There's no way people are reading a scripture like this. But then I actually watched it. I actually saw the verse and I was like, shit, dude, that's actually part of it. The word goyim is in the files. The word goyim is in the files. It's been used repetitively in the files, by the way. I kind of funny. And dude, by the way, you know they're calling it anti-Semitic. So if
Uh-huh.
two people actually outside are calling themselves goy, like if I'm talking to Fike and I'm calling him a goy, like look goy boy, what's going on? We two are goys. That's kind of anti-Semitic because we're kind of using it as in a negative sense, right? But Jews can actually
Yeah.
use it about us. But when we're actually talking to each other and using that word, we're not allowed to use it. I read it's written 200 to 480, which is BS. Okay, which is BS. 200 to 400 80. Yeah, if it's 200 to 480, so obviously, I mean, it's probably been hijacked. Okay, what else are we gonna okay, by the way, do you guys watch UFC as well? And who's watching UFC 327
I
and
mean, they can
328?
ask us any question, to be honest.
What about the White
I
House
think
card? Yeah, I mean, you can ask us any
just
question to be
ask us
honest.
any question. We'll just answer. At
Yeah,
this
yeah.
point, it's just a free for all stream. We just
I mean,
attack
I should probably
everything.
change the name of the, if I could change the name of the stream, that's what I would do. That's, dude. Yeah, what do you think about the situation right now, Fike? Who do
Well,
you
what
think
do you
is
think
winning
about
right now?
Larry Wills? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about Larry views. Like change to Larry views. We guys are from man. We are from Pakistan, but we're living in London right now. Okay, Larry views. Who supports Larry views? By the way, I mean this guy is on
I don't
every
think so.
story.
Anybody supports Larry Wills right now.
I'm
Bro, there's
kidding.
so
I'm
much
kidding. I
memes
don't support
about
it.
this guy, you know?
Dude, Larry is
People are
funny.
saying, yeah, Larry is funny. Yeah, he's funny.
Larry's-
Oh, bro, I didn't expect him to be a cuck like that. That's actually
Dude,
mad.
even the way, dude, even he laughs like a cuck. You know when they ask him a question, anytime he's doing like a live stream and they ask him a question,
His laugh is so weird, you know?
even when they ask him a question about your wife is doing this and it will be something funny, and he'd be like, uh, I find it funny. Do you find it funny? Dude,
Yeah, bro, his laugh is just iconic. I don't know why he laughs like that.
he's on steroids. He's on every single steroid on the planet. That's what it is the roid laugh. Where is the Aisha prayer? When is the Isha prayer, Adan, where
Isha
you are in the
prayer.
summer friends? Were you in the summer friends? Um, okay, so Isha is I don't know
For
what
us,
Isha time
Isha is
is.
like 8, right? 8 p.m. or something.
I mean, it's gonna be around that time. Isha
No,
time.
sometime 8 p.m. I am from India. Okay, nice. We don't like Sharia in
I mean,
London.
it's 8:15. I think 8:15 Isha.
Well, what does it
I'm from
mean we don't
India,
like
bro.
Sharia in London?
Hey, India, dude, you guys won the World Cup, dude. I'm not happy about this because we got demolished in the World Cup. So Pakistan actually got demolished. India did pretty good, but strong team.
Yeah.
We don't like Sharia in London, dude. Who is asking for? Oh, by the way, I don't know when you have immigrants coming from like different countries, right? How many Pakistanis do you have in England? By the way, in the whole England, in the whole UK, I think there's only 6% Pakistanis, right? There's only 6% Pakistani
Really?
people.
That's actually true?
That's actually true. Do you think that's a
Holy
lot or
fuck.
that's
I thought
low?
it was more major. I thought it was
Oh
more
no no no,
populated.
dude. Overall, it's 6%, only 6%. Because you're the
So it's
area
more
that you're living in.
Bengalis and Indians. Is that what it is?
Dude, it's not even that many Bengalis in India. It's mostly the British, like the white people, like the
Okay.
national white people, right? It's only because you're living in London, and London's pretty diverse, and people actually think, oh, these guys are trying to come to invade the country. Dude,
Yeah.
nobody comes from Pakistan to actually invade the country. Nobody's coming from Pakistan to actually bring the Sharia law. Do you think we're actually going to like wherever we're going to like university or like work, or we're like, oh, let's go. All the laws should be according to the Quran. Nobody's actually doing that. So just because you have 6% Pakistani, it doesn't mean that they're trying to bring Sharia into this. How did Pakistanis manage to make and be allowed to have nukes? Oh, by the way, Pakistanis actually Pakistan. I'm gonna say that Pakistan is a big ally of USA. Pakistan has been taking aid from USA for a long period of time. We have been a big ally of UK as well. And by by the way, how did Pakistanis actually start coming to UK? It was actually to help UK. UK was actually the one that actually brought the Pakistanis to work in the factories. So after the Second World War, the economy of UK was completely down. There were not many people to actually work because a lot of people actually died in the war, right? So they had to bring import people from different countries. They brought people from China, they brought people from India, they brought people from Pakistan. And we're talking like 3 million to 5 million people from these countries. So
Mhm.
probably 2 to 3 million from China, 2 million from Pakistan. And those people are actually brought to actually work together, right? And that's why they're on good. They have a good relationship with UK and USA. And UK and USA actually believe that they can control the government of Pakistan, and you can actually see the influence in Pakistan as well. I believe the ISI is kind of controlled by the USA, and that's why they allowed Pakistan to actually build the nukes. I believe.
Dude, there's so many comments right now.
I might
Holy
become a
shit.
one-time soldier in Iranian trip to Jerusalem. Iranian trip to Jerusalem. I might become one-time soldier. Dude, it's totally up to you. If you think it's worth this, it's worth it. Go for it.
I don't
Give me
think
a
so.
backpack.
Can you even get there? That's the thing. I saw
The flights are actually closed.
the
You're gonna
flights
have
are
to go on
closed.
the
Yeah.
boat. You're gonna have to go on the boat. You're gonna have to go back home. I don't know, dude. If you think it's worth it, though, go for it. Give me a backpack. 8 p.m. Yeah, it's gonna be around 8:15. I think you don't have to speak English. Okay,
You
thank you
don't
very
have
much.
to
Thanks for letting
speak
us know.
English.
Yeah, we
Okay, he
only the
wants
only
us
reason
to
we're
speak.
speaking English is yeah. There's listeners from different backgrounds right now. So if I'm speaking in Urdu language, some people might be able to understand it, but then again, a portion of audience wouldn't be able to understand that. How
How
long
long
have you
have you
been?
been Iranian? We're not
We actually not
Iranians.
even from Iran. We're not Persians. We do. Oh my God, I do fancy the Persian Empire, but we are from Pakistan. Did you paint that picture behind you? I am
Yeah,
a
did
painter,
you? Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Oh, I painted my face. I painted my life, and unfortunately, I did not paint that picture. But that picture looks nice. Tell me what this poor man is living in his boots. Send him the fuck. What am I doing? This poor man is living in his
San,
boots. Send him the picture behind you. This poor man. He's talking about you actually. Like you're sitting in the boot right now. I'm pretty sure he's sitting on the front driver's seat right
I'm
now.
just chilling in the car.
Pakistan gets loud
Pakistan gets
off.
loud of what? Breadistan.
That is Muwaina Khan.
I mean, we do.
Muwaiba.
A lot of Pakistani guys they do get loud.
Muawiyah Khan. Muawiyah Khan. Where's Muawiyah Khan, by the way? Oh,
Who
I
the
can see
fuck is
Muawiyah Khan.
Maria?
Let me look at the image.
Islam
Actually, she's
versus
on the
Ilya. What's your opinion on this? And Hamzat versus Strickland as well. Ooh,
Fine, you go
so
first. You go first.
okay, I think Ilya might be Islam Makachev.
Dude, his confidence is unbelievable. To be honest, dude, that's a scary fight. That's the only fight that I'm
Yeah.
really scared of because
No, I was
Alien
waiting
doesn't
for
show,
your
right?
reaction. I was waiting for your
Dude, I
reaction
don't. Do you think
because I
Islam
know
is decking?
you're a hardcore defender for Islam Makachev.
Oh, I'm gonna be a defender for Samakachev, and I think if the fight happens at 170, I am gonna be. I'm not gonna be confident. I will just think that Islam is likely to win. But dude, I see
Yeah.
Ilya winning. The thing is, the confidence of this guy, dude. When he just talks
Yeah,
about it,
bro.
like
If
the normal
anybody
interaction,
can beat Islam, it would be Ilya.
it has
If
to be Ilya.
anybody can.
It has
Yeah.
because he possesses all the skills. First of all, he
Yeah.
has a skill, and he's a short guy. We have seen Islam having struggle with the shorter guys. In the name of Volkanovski, actually, Islam was having a hard time taking him down because Volkanovski's got very low center of
Volk is
gravity.
a beast as well, though.
Volk is a
That's
beast,
another
by the
thing
way.
as
Volk
well.
is good at defending takedowns. So I think that's a good fight for Islam. That's a hard fight for Islam, and I don't know if Islam is trying to duck him. I think he's actually injured. But
Yeah,
that's a good fight. I got Islam winning the fight. Khamzat versus Strickland
I
as
got
well. I got
Islam
Khamzat.
on
I
170
think
as
that
well.
should be
Yeah.
relatively easy. I know Strickland's got good fundamental wrestling defense, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. I think Hamza can
Yeah,
impose the
Islam
skill,
gonna
take him
win.
down, submit him.
Yep.
Mate, send this poor man some money.
Yeah, we need to put donation links up, bro. Yeah.
How different is the culture of East Pakistan?
We need to
How
start
different is the
putting
culture of
donation
East
links.
Pakistan compared to Pakistan? Dude, it's not that
It is
different
pretty
actually.
different, right? The culture is
Okay.
different.
Okay, so the culture, if you're looking at the culture, East Pakistan has got more common culture with India. Actually, even if you look at the dressing, the sari is very common in East Pakistan. We're talking about Bangladesh, right?
He's
So
yeah, he's talking about Bangladesh.
you're talking about Bangladesh, right? So sari is very common over there. All the clothing is actually more common to India. I think even the vendings are more like Indian styles. But what's common is the Islam. So they do follow the Islamic teachings and Islamic culture. So some of that is common, but I would say they resemble more Indian culture than Pakistani culture.
Yeah.
ISI works with Mossad. Dude, I do personally believe that actually, a person that actually held the election commission of 2024 has a person that was completely controlled by Israel, and that person actually came from Nigeria. So Israel does have a hold over the Nigerian government as well. The person who was actually overlooking the election in 2024 was actually a Mossad. You can call him like a Mossad agent. So it does mean that they do actually tamper with the Pakistani elections. They do actually tamper with who comes in power. They do actually control that. He's living in a bloody boot. Have some heart. Karachi police, Lahore metro train. He is fucking freezing in his booth, sending the picture back. Dude, what's the picture actually gonna do? He's freezing in his booth, sending the picture back. Dude,
Yes,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
even
Don't
take this.
hold me
I can't
here.
even.
Why you
Painting is
holding me here
wrong.
forcefully?
Impressed. Painting depends on what sort of painting are you talking about. If you're talking about painting like this, if you're talking about who painted my real life,
Painting is no haram. I don't think so. No.
I don't think painting is wrong.
RS3, my
People
brother.
have so many paintings. I think it's some sort of religious paintings that can actually turn into some sort of like cult practices of like
Yeah.
worshipping. I think those sort of paintings are haram. So if you're drawing like a painting of like a prophet, and there's a danger that people might actually start worshipping that prophet, then it's a forbidden painting. Sadi Khan is the worst thing to ever happen to UK. Okay, I'm not gonna argument about this one. Sadi Khan, I don't know much of his policies to be honest. I think, dude, to be honest with Sadi Khan, actually, the freedom of speech was prayed down, I believe. So I wouldn't say everything in his support. So I wouldn't try to defend him
I
like
think all
hard.
these viewers have turned against us.
Pork
Just tell
is
them to vote for
forbidden.
reform, and then
Pork
we'll
is
be out
forbidden,
of
my
it.
guy. My guy, pork is forbidden. Viewers actually hate us, man. It's not actually going in our way.
Tell them to vote for reform, and then we'll be out of it.
Dude, I'll tell you a better party than Reform, by the way. Vote for Restore. There's a new party, Restore. They're actually more hard right wing than Reform.
Wow.
Send him the
Hmm.
artwork behind you. You're chilling in Iran. All war in a t-shirt. Facts, bro. Right, Mike. Emma, why don't we see world-class fighters from India or even Pakistan despite the large population? So the only reason we do not see the world-class fighters from India or Pakistan is because those people have not started doing MMA. If you look at the culture of MMA in Pakistan, we only got 3 gyms. I went to Pakistan last year, and in Lahore, I only found 3 to 4 gyms. In most of the cities, they do not have a gym, and even the gyms that you
Yeah.
have don't have the best MMA coaches over there. They're not familiar with all the grappling arts, all the like the striking arts. It's not, bro. The level is not good, and it's not because those people are not talented. It's because if you look at those people,
There's
right,
not much facilities.
they're not much facilities. They're playing other sports. It's getting popular now, so I think in the next upcoming years, maybe in like the next 10 years or something like this, you're gonna be able to see some Pakistani fighters. I'm pretty confident about this. There's a guy who's like a karate combat champion,
Shazay
Shazir Red.
Brand, right?
He trained
Yeah.
in Pakistan for 3 years. He did not even train MMA, dude. He was training privately by himself. And then somebody actually came from the owner of the
Karate
karate
combat.
combat. His wife actually came and she saw the talent in him, and she's like, "We're gonna take him. We're gonna provide him with the best coaches." He trained with the best coaches for only 2 years, I think, and he's a champion now. So
He's
it's
a
not that
champion now, correct? Yeah.
they don't have a talent. They're pretty good at kabaddi. They win the kabaddi like world championships. They're good at like wrestling, sand wrestling. Kushti. They're pretty good at that stuff. But they spend a lot of money in cricket, but there's no options of like MMA and stuff. Have you blessed your fasting? Uh, hope you okay. Bless you, fasting all day. Dude, I've been fasting all day as well. Thank you, man. He's freezing. He's gonna eat his coat soon. But these guys are gonna roast
Soon,
you to
yeah.
death, dude. These
Yeah.
guys are these guys are on you, dude. They're on point.
They're only.
They're on point. Mr. Khamzat, Pakistan, India aren't they not so friendly neighbors? Yeah, we're not friendly.
Yeah.
We have
It's
fought so many times. What
bro.
do you?
It's also the government is the media that just wants people to hate each other.
They're triggering
Yeah.
each other. Dude, the point is,
But
Pakistan and India are so fucking close to each other. How many wars have we been? There was like
yeah.
1948 war, 1965 war, 1971 war, 1996 later war, and then you have 2024 war. Dude,
Yeah.
how many wars have we been in? How many wars have we been in? And we are the countries that are actually neighbors. We should be friendly to each other. You know how much how much more productive we can be, because there's so many resources that India possesses that Pakistan don't have. There's so many resources that we possess that they don't have. You know how much trade we can actually do.
Yeah,
If we countries
exactly.
were like together, how high we could have gone. That's why I'm going to say fuck you to both countries, the government of both countries. Pakistan and India aren't so friendly neighbors. Tottenham Yitspur fan in the chat. Tottenham Hotspur fan in the chat. Dude, we do not like Tottenham. We do not follow the Premier League, to be honest, that much. But sorry about that. My team is Liverpool. These dudes are so knowledgeable and chill. Subscribe. Oh, thank you very much, bro. That's what we need.
Oh,
If you
thank
guys
you.
can subscribe as well, that'd be great, man. It would mean a lot. Hamburger popular in India. Dude, this guy, 32XD, he's on pork right now. He's on fully on hamburgers and pork and all of this stuff.
Bro, he knows that we're fasting. That's why
He
he's
knows that we're
purposely
fasting.
saying.
That's what he's talking about. Eh. Okay, make UK great. Make UK great again. This rad Mike, he wants to deport us. Like every comment is about this. You go vote restore. By the way, and you know by the way, rad Mike. I understand what you're saying. The picture, maybe you're the guy who follows like Tommy Robinson and all of those guys. And actually, when Tommy
But
Robinson actually talks
how
about it,
how
right?
will this country run though? That's the thing.
How will this country run? Okay, right, Mike. Let me talk
Without
to
us,
you
how is this country
on like a man-to-man basis, right?
No,
What these
if it's
guys are doing,
British himself, ask him, will he like actually work
yeah.
in a corner shop?
Would
Will
you
he
actually work in a
actually?
corner shop? And it's not even about this, bro.
If he
NHS.
won't,
I
then
work in. I work in NHS, right? Most of the NHS doctors are actually from India or some of the Greek countries. Some of them are European
yeah.
as well. But you don't have British doctors. There's only you find 2 3 British doctors, and we're talking about like high level surgeons and those guys. And you become a doctor of that caliber after like years of practice in the industry. You have to have years of practice. It's going to take a long period of time to be able to do that. And I'm not saying that white people cannot actually do it. I mean, obviously, everybody has similar talents, right? If you actually
Yeah.
focus on education and all of this stuff, you would be able to do it. But at the same time, there would be like a massive gap, and it's not even possible. It's not even physically possible to actually deport all of the people, because if you do actually deport all of the people, then your sector is going to be empty. We're talking about like the whole medical sector. We're talking about the whole other sectors. We're talking about the guys who are doing low paid jobs and all of this. They're going to be completely down. So it's not actually worthwhile for the country to actually make that decision. And they have put a fear in your mind that it's the immigrants that are actually taking your jobs, that are actually doing those things, so they can actually blame it, right? So when you do actually
Yeah.
deport all of us, and then you still don't have the jobs, then you're gonna be like, "Fuck, who's taking our jobs now?" Then you're gonna be like, "Okay,
That they're gonna
just start
call it
deporting other people."
all the Bengalis or all the Sri Lankans here.
Yeah. I mean, this is the talk right now, like talk about the immigrants, right? But then you're gonna start looking at the ethnicity. You're gonna be like, okay, this guy is actually Viking. He came from Denmark like 500 years ago. His parents actually came from Denmark 500 years. Maybe it's the Vikings. Maybe Vikings are the problem. Then you're deporting all the Vikings, and then after that, you're like, oh, maybe it was the Normans who were the problems. Then you're sending all the Normans back. So there's always going to be a problem. Um, to be fair, Khabib just wrestled bears in the woods or trained. Pakistan needs to step up in MMA. No excuse. Pakistan needs to step up in MMA, bro. There's no excuse, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, now is the time. Now is the time to get the fighters. Actually, by the way, I know some fighters personally
But
who
bro,
are in.
it's the money is the issue as well, you know.
Dude,
I
it's a money
think
issue. You're not making a lot of money. Like people in Pakistan, actually, they're
yeah,
poor
people,
people.
bro, there's people they are so broke. Like it's actually
It's
ridiculous.
actually, yeah. If you're a rich man in Pakistan, you actually have a lot of money. You have a lot of power as well. So
Then
there's no
you can,
excuse for
yeah.
you. Then you can actually. But if you're a guy who's actually like a middle class or living in low class, you're barely paying for your bills. You're barely paying for your
Yep.
bills. You think you're going to be able to pay for the classes and to be able to give that much amount of time? That's difficult. But Pakistan needs to up their game, bro. Um, I believe that considering the manual skills seeing among Indians and Pakistanis, if they were given the right condition, they would certainly produce world class fighters. Bro, we have seen the examples. Yes, took the words right out of my mouth. MDHM. We have seen the examples. Like I have guys training in my academy who are from Pakistan. They actually dominated. Like there's a guy named Amar who's actually fighting. His pro record is like 9-1 or something. He just won a jiu-jitsu competition as well. So it's not like Pakistanis don't have talent. Obviously, everybody,
Yeah.
every ethnicity has got some sort of talent. Every ethnicity has talent. Like Mexicans,
Yeah.
they got the best chins. You don't crack that chin. Look at Canelo Alvarez. Look at all the Mexican fighters. Then there are fighters from Russia who got like the wrestling talents, right? They're so good at
Yeah.
wrestling.
There's
It's just genetic.
Brazilians
You
as
can't
well
actually beat
who are
that. There's
jiu-jitsu
Brazilian with
artists.
the Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Then there's like Dutch guys with kickboxing. Then
Yeah.
yeah, every sort of like race has some sort of talent. Why is there a war
I
there?
think if the government supports it, then it's gonna be very possible.
Yeah,
If the
yeah.
government actually builds the gyms in the country
Depends on how much
all
you're
over.
focusing, right? Depends on how much you're focusing. Why do you
Yeah,
think USA is better than UK in like fighting? US is better than UK because they have like a strong wrestling system. The martial arts has more
yeah.
organizations over there. In UK, more focuses on football. But recently, we've seen like a trend where there's more martial arts gyms, and that's why you can see Loner Kavanagh, UFC fighter. That's why you see Michael
That that's
Bisping
that's
recruit.
from his gym, by the way.
That's from my gym, by the way, Loner Kavanagh. And why is there war there? Why? Because of England? I mean, you can kind of make that argument when United Kingdom Empire was the biggest one in 1947. I mean, they had control of like most of the places. I don't know if they did that on purpose, by the way, or maybe they ran out of money because I know the economy was actually going down because you could start the war everywhere. They had a war in like South Asia, they had a war in like Africa, they had a war America, Canada, everywhere. And then because they didn't have the economy, they didn't have the money to actually solve all the problems. So they were like, okay, we're just gonna get the fuck off now. But in the meantime, you guys can actually do the division that you feel would be the best for you. And that's why the Kashmir was actually separated in two different parts. So there was like a Muslim dominated part, and there was like an Indian dominated part. And then there was a war on Kashmir. So you can kind of say that, right? British really let high quality, amazing people into their country. Really let high quality, amazing people. Bro, on the left's country is Pakistan. Now they're saying that they're smarter than you all. Uh, um,
Kind of, yeah.
I don't know if he's being sarcastic or if he's being genuine.
He's being
Is he talking
sarcastic.
about us like a British have actually let us into the country? I don't know if he's being sarcastic or
Yeah,
what.
he's talking about that.
Is one of your doctor? No, we're not a doctor. I actually work in NHS, but I'm not a doctor. I work in the admin staff. I'm a data quality officer. Um, whites
Damn,
that
he just
complain
went out
about
there.
immigrants. Oh no, Mr. Cameron has actually got good points. Whites that complain about the immigrants are the same that have houses abroad and spend 6 months of the year in Spain ordering chips in Benidorm. That is true, bro. That is true. I would agree with this actually. So they're the ones actually complaining about this, but at the same time, you would go to other countries and you would actually spend 6 months over there if you got money.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah. I think the main thing is actually following the laws of the country. If there are immigrants that are actually coming to this country, like Tommy Robinson talks about it, right? He talks about the
yeah.
Pakistani grooming gangs. If those grooming gangs actually exist, and if his statistics are actually right, I think they should be punished
Well,
for
his
that. But I don't
yeah,
think
his
they should.
statistics are so wrong. Yeah,
They're so wrong because the thing is,
it's
people
fucked.
don't
Yeah,
actually do their own research. What you need to do is you need to pull up the stats on your own computer. Pull up the stats right now and actually check about the sexual harassment cases, the rape cases, and you can like look at the numbers itself
it's literally
yourself.
dominated by white guys. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand that there's more white people, so obviously there's going to be more sexual harassments by the white people. But even if you look at like the percentage of it, I think even the percentage
yeah,
is higher in the whites. But yeah, I do get like some of the villages or like some parts of the country might have the areas where it's more common with the immigrants. But here's the thing: my suggestion is that instead of looking at like stopping the immigration or all of this, why don't you punish everyone all? Dude, I think the punishment for like the sexual harassment or like the let's say rape case in the worst case, it should be
mhm,
more intense. How about
yeah,
you bring them in the street and you actually chop their dick off? How about that? Like I'm
yeah.
completely fine with it.
Or
If you're
stone
doing
them.
that to a
Yeah,
rape victim,
bring them on the street or stone them.
yeah, yeah,
Humiliate
I'm
them.
I'm completely fine with this. And if you're punishing people like this, they just wouldn't do it. Camo and Spaniards make fun of them.
Where is that?
Camo and Spaniards. I mean, these are the two guys. I don't think Camo is actually fun making fun of us. Um, Truth, how long would it take in Pakistan to be a doctor? I heard it only takes 4.5 years in India. In Pakistan, it takes, dude, it's pretty long actually. Because it's not just, so you're doing so you do your matriculation, then you do your FSC, where you actually, it's a pre-doctorate, what do you call it? It's not a FSC. It's not like a degree, but it's a college time. So you do 2 years over there, and then you apply for the MBBS, and then MBBS is like 5 to 6 years, I think. But you don't become a doctor by just doing the MBBS. Then you have to do your practices. I think overall it would take like 10 years after college. But 5 years if you want to be specific, just about the MBBS. Bro, you just talk crap. Makes no sense. Ask us a logical question, and then we'll talk sense. South Asia is
We
bad
are
in
professional
MMA.
yappers.
We're professional rappers. I mean, if you ask like a common sensical question, then we'll give you a good answer. South Asia is bad in MMA because cricket and football is more popular there. That is true. I mean, I wouldn't say football is that popular. India is getting popular. They have a league as well. In Pakistan, it's not actually that popular. But cricket is definitely the biggest sport, and they show the results. To be honest, like India just won the World Cup. But even in cricket, there's a lot of corruption, especially in Pakistan. Give an Irishman
Yeah.
6 points, he becomes Terminator. It's 6 pints, he becomes Terminator. Dude, Irish people love drinking. To be honest, I'll tell you that. True secret guy. Uh, I put
I
vinegar
put
on my
vinegar
chips.
on my chips. That's
Who's the
interesting.
onion? Who's onion? You can stop every sexual harassment case by just saying yes.
What? Easy, Montero.
Dude, what are you?
That is funny.
Truth seeker. Truth seeker. I think you have seeked all the truth. I think you have seeked all the truth. That's true. Dude, that reminds me of something actually. That reminds me of something. You know when there's like a post on Instagram, the teacher actually gets arrested for sexually
Yeah,
abusing four young guys, and all the comment section are like, "Oh, was that rape?" And be like, "Lucky bastards."
yeah, they
When
all are
when it's
like
the
lucky
opposite, right? When it's female teacher and like a young guy, so maybe that's what he's referring to. Rest in case by just
Yeah.
saying yes. I think the guys are actually okay with it, man. Pink shirts get theirs. DW, don't worry. Truth seeker guy, he ain't lying. Oh, that's true. He ain't lying, bro.
That.
He ain't lying. That's true. That is kind of true. That is kind of true.
Well,
Yeah,
the
what were you
stream's been
talking?
fun today.
Stream is fun. What were you talking about? You talking about Larry Wills, right?
Yeah, Larry Wheels, yeah.
Before everything, before all of this. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
bro.
saying Larry Wheels. Well, like him being a cock is actually crazy, bro.
Dude, Coach Greg is on him, right? Him being
Bro,
a cop,
Coach
but
Greg
Coach
is,
Greg
yeah.
is totally on it. It makes like one of the funniest videos. Leave the
Leave the
goats
girls
alone.
alone, bro.
Nah, they're my goats. Why do you think we make all those farms? Why do you think we have horses on the farms? Why do you think we have those goats and those sheeps? They serve a purpose for us.
Yeah, we live
You
in
know,
sand, so we need goats.
yeah, we need goats, dude. That's what we do, actually. Oh man, what is going on? What else is going
Do
on?
you
Let
have
me
anything
put up like
interesting
more
to
UFC.
talk about?
Uh, Let me put up more UFC cards. Actually, what else are we getting in UFC? Let me see if I can find out. Okay, so UFC 327 was like the most interesting card. But let me pull up the
Mhm.
event so I can show you all the upcoming events. Aljamain Sterling is also fighting. So UFC Fight Night. Oh, by the way,
Dude,
Sunday.
yeah, that card is shit though. Aljamain Sterling one
The main event is good. I mean, Yusuf Zalal is good. I think I'm picking Yusuf Zalal to win. By the way,
against Aljo.
against Aljo. Yeah, Yusuf Zalal is on
I
like a
don't know
full
you.
5 or 6 fight ring streak. He's got amazing wrestling. He's got amazing submissions, and he's a better striker than Aljo. I think he beats him. He
Mm,
just has way less experience. That could be the only thing going against him. Okay, so
uh,
Josh Emmett is fighting Velajos. That is probably like a shitty card, I think. But anyway, Evloev is fighting Murphy. I mean, that is the
yeah,
UK card. That's the London card.
yeah, the UK card, yeah.
I
I
mean, I
mean
got guys from like
that's a decent one.
that's a decent one, right? So Evloev versus Murphy, that's a good
Nathaniel Wood
fight.
is fighting as well, yeah.
Yeah. And Nathaniel Wood is also going to be fighting on the card. Michael Venom Page is fighting Patterson. Oh, why is he not getting a big
Oh
fight?
yeah,
Why is he fighting
Pages.
Patterson? He's
Yeah,
fighting an
I don't know
unranked
why
guy.
Michael Page isn't getting big fights. Yeah,
Dude, they should have been able to find somebody. Like,
I think they're only pushing him with the correct styles opponent. You know,
correct style, but at least put him against a name that is like a well-known name or somebody.
but
Dude, why couldn't they make him versus Izzy? Like that would have been a great fight.
yeah,
Just
that would have been a good fight.
yeah,
Maybe
they should
Easy
have done
had
that.
other plans. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Izzy is
Who's Easy
fighting
fighting
Piper.
now?
He's fighting Piper. He's fighting Piper, Joe Piper,
Oh, Piper, yeah.
which is kind of like a scary
Yeah.
fight because Piper does have one punch knockout power. Okay,
The
but
way Joe Rogan hyped him up.
Joe Rogan hyped him like on a different level. Joe Rogan's like this guy is the hardest.
He's like, oh, he hit.
French is
I
one of
can't
them.
believe you hit that hard. Yeah, you probably hit harder than pressing on.
Do you
He's
know
like,
there
your
are some people
power
in
is out of this world. Your
out of
power
this
has
world?
to be out of this
How
world.
did Joe Rogan actually believe that he hits harder than Francis Ngannou? because he did break
I
fencing
don't
on record. But
know.
everybody was saying there was something wrong with the machine, so the machine was
I
actually
think it's
broken.
just his imagination. All you know, yeah, it's just his imagination.
Yeah. I've seen him. Joe Pfeiffer does hit very hard. Maybe the hardest hitter in
He
185,
does,
but
yeah.
no way it hits harder
But
than
not
Francis.
nowhere near Francis Ngannou or even
Oh, no,
Thomas
no.
Tuchel, nowhere near
It's
that.
different. No, no, those guys are different. Not close to like any heavyweights. Okay. Then we have Dulitzer. Roman Dulitzer is fighting Chris Duncan. I mean, it's not a good fight. I don't think so. Okay, then the next card is Israel Adesanya versus Joe Pfeiffer. Uh, Macy Barber versus
Some hate.
Alexa Grasso, and Michael Chiesa versus Walt Harris. Edson Barboza versus Douglas. That is a decent card, by the way. Oh, Edson Barboza is fight. Oh no, it's not Edson Barboza. It's Erosa. Who is that?
Mhm.
Moicano versus Duncan. Bro, there's a lot of fight night cards, but the fight night cards are actually not that good. Is a UFC
Mhm.
327 card, which is like one of the best cards that I've ever seen in my life. That is going to
Yeah.
be exciting. Then Burns is fighting Mike Mallet. I wonder if that fight is in Canada. Oh, that is in Canada. I know that. Mike Mallet is from Canada. Then you have Aljamain Sterling versus Yusuf Zalal. But again, the card is not very good. Then it's Jack Della Maddalena versus Carlos Pradas is fighting in the card. Oh
I
no, they
think
changed the
that's a
fight.
good fight.
They've taken Beneil Dariush out from the UFC 327 card, and Beneil would actually be fighting Sal Kid on a different card.
Oh,
So
okay.
that is not actually happening on the UFC 327 anymore. Okay, so
Mm.
that's decent for a fight night. That's decent.
He's alright.
Oh, yeah. Then Song versus Figueredo, the UFC fight night. Then it's
That's a good one.
Bilal versus Bonfim. I mean, Bonfim has been doing alright for like the last couple of
Yeah.
months on the fight night card, and then it's UFC White House card. That is the last fight. So
But now
every
Bilal is
card
not gonna get a title show until Islam gets dethroned.
until Islam gets dethroned, he's not gonna get a touch on. And also, Bilal
Yeah.
is on a 2 fight losing streak, bro. He's not even close. There's so many guys above him. There's guys who need to fight for the title before. There's Michael Morales. There's Kamaru Usman. There's Ian Gary.
Yeah.
Carlos Prados. Like those guys are
So
above
he's
Bilal.
gonna have to wait at least like 3, 4 years.
He's got to wait at least 3, 4 years. I don't know when he's gonna get the title fight. Yeah, it
Yeah.
might be two. It might be up for him if he gets like a couple of good wins. I guess he can.
Mm.
Dude, he would fight Islam. He would fight Islam. I'm telling you, he would fight Islam. If the
I'm
opportunity is
sure
being
Bilal will
presented,
fight.
he would actually fight Islam. He would take the fight.
Mm.
Any news events regarding the war today? Like what's happening?
I actually didn't check.
Let me just quickly pull up Iran versus USA. Why the US and Iran are fighting two different wars? I mean, that's CNN. US military confirmed 6 killed in jet crash over Iraq. Tehran attacked. Iran war live. Check it out. Dude, Iran is very accurate with the who's fighting Islam. We don't have a
Um.
contender for Islam.
Yeah. No. Right now.
I mean, most probably it's going to be Ian Gary or Michael Morales. They were targeting Islam versus Chapouri in the White House, but apparently Islam had a hand injury, and that's why he couldn't take that fight. You're talking about Islam Makachev? Yes, we're talking about Islam Makachev.
Yo.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Do you wanna train today?
do you want to train today? Do I want to? I do want to train, but I'm not going to be able to grapple though. I think I just want
Really?
to get. I think I just want to get better 100%. Once I'm like fully recovered, then I can actually get into this. Because even though I know I would
Yeah.
try to avoid any sort of serious interactions in wrestling, but once you actually
Yep.
start doing it, it's like it's really hard to be careful. Sometimes you don't even understand the movement that you're doing. But I am working on my
Mhm.
legs now. Like I can fully go hard. I would say like 80%, 90% on my legs. Like
Yeah.
yesterday, I was able to do the deadlifts, even on the leg extension, the leg raises machine. I did like a full
Yeah.
rack, and I know you call it a bullshit when I'm talking about like a full rack, but I did one rep on
Yeah.
that, so it means my
Okay.
strength is coming back, and I'm trying to do it. He's cycling off roids. You're talking about Islam Makhachev and scared of Ilya. Okay, Ilya fan believes Islam is ducking Ilya. Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's do cycling then today. Yeah. Let's
we
do
can
weights and then cycling as well.
we can do cycling. Okay, by the way, bro, you're talking about the roids, right? I don't think he's on roids because otherwise he would have been caught. Islam Makhachev has not been involved in it. You know how many times champions get tested? Actually, every champion gets tested before their bout. Islam has never been tested positive for steroids. I'm not saying that
Yeah,
none of the people from Russia are actually doing steroids. They're known for doing steroids. Like some of them have done steroids, but Islam is not. Islam is not that guy. I'm a fan of both. I'm a fan of both as well. Dude, Ilya is one of the best fighters, and I think it would be the hardest fight for Islam. And that's why I lean towards Ilya if they fight at 155 because Islam's ability to take a shot would be less. But I think at 170 is just too big, man. He's too big. He's gonna keep Ilya at a kicking distance. You know, Islam's kicking game is better than Ilya's. And when Ilya closes the distance, Islam actually has the option to shoot. Max
yeah.
Holloway couldn't shoot at him. Volkanovski couldn't shoot at him. Islam actually has an option of shooting, and I think that's what it's gonna do. And I think Islam actually wins that. I believe Islam wins at 170. Okay, so the U.S. military confirms that 6 service members were killed after a refueling jet went down in western Iraq, but stresses that the incident not due to hostile fire or friendly fire.
He
MMAJ
got he got suspended in 2016.
2016?
Did
No
he?
way. I've heard about Usman Nurmagomedov actually getting suspended for a while for taking
Yeah,
steroids,
Usman did. Yeah,
but he did say that he was eating a meat that
Usman
had.
is actually very questionable. Like his physique, he doesn't get tired, and he has acne on his back. Like he's very questionable. I don't know about
I don't
him.
think he's taking steroids anymore. I think he just abused it one time. And it could also be a mistake, but I don't know, dude. I like to stay on the positive side. For a tainted substance like everyone else in Khabib team, they have had so many roids. Let me check actually. Let me do a little fact check. There's some ever get banned. Islam Makhachev, lightweight fighter, has not been banned or suspended for steroid use. While he did test positive for a banned substance in 2016, a subsequent investigation cleared him of wrongdoing. Here are the details of the incident. Okay, so they did actually, there was investigation, temporary suspension, but I think they probably might have made a mistake. Let me just go fully into this. Islam Makhachev was flagged for a potential doping violation by the U.S. anti-doping agency USADA after testing positive for meldonium, which had been added to the World Anti-Doping Agency prohibited list in January of the year. Following an investigation, USADA determined that Makachev had used the substance for a brief period in late 2015 to treat a medical condition, ventricular arrhythmia, before it was banned. Also, Islam used the substance before it was actually banned. So in 2016, in January, it was banned, and Islam used that in 2015. So he used that before that. All of them got cleared. Yeah, so it's not Islam. It means he was not taking the steroids because the substance was not even banned when he actually used it, and he used it to treat a medical condition, and then later on it was banned. So they cleared him of any wrongdoing after that. Meldonium is a hard drug often used in Eastern European countries to treat heart issues, but it was classified as a prohibited metabolic modulator by WADA in 2016. So it was 2016 when it was banned. In 2015, it was allowed. What
What is
is
the difference
different?
between
Mm,
difference
Wood and
between wood
cheeseburger.
and cheeseburger? You're not giving me a cheeseburger.
Hey, shut up, dude. Shut up. We're talking about fighting. Does that turn you on? To be honest, that's kind of crazy, bro. That's kind of crazy. Ah, okay. Back to the Iran war. Top Iranian officials, including security chief Ali Larjani, have made public appearances during Al Quds rallies in Tehran. Israel attacked the Iranian capital.
Dude,
One one.
why was everybody saying that Mustafa Hamani was dead?
Oh, Mustafa
What was
Hamani is
saying?
that? Are people actually saying
That
that?
was false news, right?
I know people are saying he's
Um,
seriously wounded. You know the address that he was supposed to give didn't have any
yeah,
audio, didn't have any audio, didn't have any video. It was just through the it was just through the resources that we actually found out, just through the news media outlets in writing that we
yeah.
found out. So that's why they're saying that he's not in a condition to actually give any sort of address. Big buff guy. So first of all, there's no big buff guys here, man.
He's like, no, you turn me on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's
Another one
fully
of
on it,
those
dude.
guys. Yeah,
Dude, look at his name, by the way. 1 Inch Wonder.
yeah.
Dude, what the
Oh my god. What is he wondering with 1 inch?
Yeah, why? What?
What things are you wondering with 1 inch?
Yeah, even if you want to get girls, come up with a better package at least. 1 inch wonder is not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's not a good deal.
It's not good. 1 inch wonders. Nobody is going to take that. There was a huge explosion over the country of Beirut earlier today, and these leaf lead fell down from the sky. Faik, are you impressed by the Iranian intelligence, by the way?
Oh, they're getting the intelligence from Russia.
They're getting their intelligence from Russia, but it's very accurate, actually. Even in Israel, the targets that they're actually targeting,
Yeah,
it's very successful, actually. It's very accurate.
yeah, yeah. Russia is kind of backing them, and Russia is actually winning in this whole war, right?
I think they also targeted Iron Dome
That's
recently.
yeah, yeah.
Iron Dome is only
From
blocking
what?
50%.
Yeah. Well, who has Iron Dome? I don't get it.
Israel's got Iron Dome, right? So Iron Dome is only blocking 50% right now. So
Oh yeah,
80%
yeah,
defense system is actually one of the best. First of all, it was blocking every single thing in the start of the war. Then after like a few days, it started blocking 70%, 75%. So it was letting 25% of the missiles actually get to Israel. And now it's like 50%. Why is the white flag, blue star always censoring? White flag, blue star always censoring. Yeah, that is a problem, bro. That is a problem. They like to censor, bro, and anything that you say is kind of antiseptic. So I mean, we just got to be careful with all of this, dude. I've seen the trend with my videos, by the way. If I upload any of the videos on YouTube and
yeah,
it does involve the words, or it does involve any of the indication, or I'm pointing towards that fact, that video would get completely shadow banned. Literally, my videos get 10 views if I'm uploading a video about that one. Some of
Wait,
the videos might
what
get
is
more
it
views.
about? When you're talking about Israel?
Yeah, like when you're talking about like those countries or something like this, right? They will block
Oh
like
yeah, I think.
they kind of shadow ban it pretty bad. They shadow ban it pretty bad. So yeah, they like censoring you. This is the thing because they don't want the truth to come out. Even with the war stuff, they don't want to see. They want people to actually see the damage. They didn't even allow CNN, actually, like a news outlet that is owned by, that is from USA, actually owned by the Zionist company itself. They didn't allow them to actually
Yeah.
record anything. They're pretty
Well,
actually I would say reserved about the media's the independence
I
media.
think they know the whole world is kind of leaning towards Iran, so when they are making
Dude,
videos,
the
they are
world is
making
fucked,
videos
man. The world is,
supporting Iran. You know?
yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
world is fucked right now. What's going on with the world? This is the thing. Like, we don't want it to escalate into something big. Like, what's happening right now? You have Iran actually going against. It's kind of a world war, by the way. There's like a every Middle Eastern country is kind of involved. Okay, there are countries that are bombing Beirut. The countries that Israel actually bombed Beirut, I think today, and they're bombing Lebanon as well. They've taken over like parts of Lebanon. I think like 20% or 25% of Lebanon have
yeah,
already been taken over. Now Iran is being objected to a lot of bombing. Iran is attacking Israel back, so that's also part of that. Iran is attacking all of the USA bases in all of the different countries. Actually, they're attacking the bases everywhere. So they're part of the war now as well. And now this war is also affecting the European countries because Iran is
oh
fighting
yeah,
like a
100%.
war of attrition
Even
now.
Asian countries as well, South Asian countries
Or like the South
and
Asian countries as
Japan.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah, Pakistan and Afghanistan are even getting, they're getting the deadlines.
their
Sorry, the
pollution must be
guidelines.
bad, bro.
The pollution is going to be bad. They're getting the guidelines from. They're getting the guidelines from Iran now and from the Israel and USA as well because those countries are actually sharing borders with Iran. And in Iran,
Yeah,
it's raining black right now. It's raining black. It's oil raining right now, and it might be happening in Pakistan as well. And if Israel actually drops a nuke, which it does, which I do suspect, because that would be the last resort if they're losing the war, and they've actually given the guidelines to Iran of a specific area, I think in Tehran, to stay away
yeah,
like
yeah.
15-kilometer radius,
15
because
kilometers away. Yup.
15-kilometer radius. So that's not just 15-kilometer one direction. That's 15-kilometer whole circle of 15-kilometer. So from
Radius.
like the center,
But would
it's,
it not impact the whole country? That's what I'm thinking. Even if they drop the nuke, eventually it's
dude,
gonna impact
the
the whole
15
country, right?
kilometers could actually be 30 kilometers in some regards. Do you understand how big 15 kilometers? Because it's 15-kilometer radius.
Yeah.
So 15
Hmm.
kilometer, the whole circles everywhere. So 15-kilometer on that side and 15-kilometer on that side, that's like 30 kilometers apart. So it's
Yeah, that
it's
is 30
affecting the one
kilometers.
city. It's one city. It's not the whole country. It's one city. Would it affect the whole country? Yes, it would affect the whole country because the whole country would actually have the radiations would go to the a lot of the cities of the country. The radiations would cause defects in the upcoming babies that they have. the tamper with the genetics. I mean, Hiroshima is still
Yep.
getting those problems. It's been past like 3 to 4 generations. That's still going on. So would it affect the whole country in some regards? Yes, it would affect the whole country in some regards. It would even affect the countries like Pakistan and Afghanistan. That's why they have to be careful. That's why they were given the deadlines too. But would it directly affect the country? Would it actually directly blow them up? No. It's directly blowing up the 15-kilometer radius area. That's what it's blowing up.
But I think they're bluffing. There's no way they're gonna do that. Are they like that would be the stupidest thing that they would do.
I mean, because the thing is, the consequences could be higher if
Who's
they
gonna
actually
support
do.
Israel after that? I don't even know who's gonna support
Dude,
Israel after that.
they might get bombed from like other countries. So Russia is not directly taking part in
Other
the war.
countries as well. Yep. Yep.
Other countries might directly actually get into war if they do that. Because dude, nuke is a big deal. Like who's gonna be like the
Yeah.
countries like Pakistan and Afghanistan, right? They would be affected so
They're gonna
much
be
with that.
affected as well. Yep.
Why would they even support it? I think countries would be taking stands. So you would lose everybody. You already turned your allies into enemies in like the Middle Eastern countries. Iran is pretty stubborn on the Hormuz, right? They're not gonna
Yep.
open that. And yeah, they're even attacking the ships, right?
Yeah.
That
They're
are
they've
trying
been
to pass
attacking the
through.
ships. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's overall it's turned into like a little world
Houthis are
war.
right. Houthis are attacking the ships,
I think probably Houthis are
from what I
attacking it.
know.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I just think, man, Israel has lost a lot during the war. Actually, they've been subjected to a lot of missile attacks, to rockets. I mean, Hezbollah was doing an attack on them yesterday, and a lot of rockets actually went through.
Yeah.
It was bad for Israel, and USA is not actually winning anything in the war. They haven't achieved anything, so it's kind of bad.
Yep.
Oh, Fight, by the
It's
way,
kind of okay.
522. 522. Are you gonna be picking me up now?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go now. Yeah. I was gonna
Okay,
leave
let
anything
me just get off the
messages.
stream as well, guys. Please subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching the stream. We'll actually get off, and then yeah, let's meet later
See you
on.
guys.
See you, man. Have a good one,
Bye bye.
dude. We're loving the. Are you enjoying the political theater, dude? We're am I supposed to say that I'm one of the guys who actually I'm actually the guy. I'm not supposed to say it, I think. Dude, what the fuck is happening? Yeah, Hamza Shemai is fighting Sean Strickland. We're just having a political discussion right now. Dude, politics is a theater right now, by the way. Everybody's trying to put on a show. Even if you look at the influencers, even if you look at the political analysts, they're just putting on a show right now. Every side has got a propaganda. We're not getting the truth. We're not getting the truth. It's two people who are actually fighting are not even directly involved. It's the decision that the whole government is making. Those soldiers, they just signed up for it, but it's not like they actually want to do it, but they have to do it because they're just a military age soldiers. They sign an oath that they'll be fighting for the country, but the whole thing is a mess. And guys, I'm gonna get off the stream right now because it's time to break the fast. But thanks for joining the stream. Please subscribe to my channel and have a good one. But when, yeah, I got Hamzat in the fight if that happens.